Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see dicks? Hey, anybody notice this? Yes! I love titties! Big old titties!
You know, I'm gonna be honest. with everybody here. I kind of like watching people in the chat get pissed. So sometimes I just sit here for a few minutes and watch the chat when I'm late, and they're just like, oh! Like, I'm just like, this is fun.
That's why all your favorite artists at the concerts, that's why they always show up 20 minutes late. Got to get everybody worked up into a froth. Got to get the women
fun.
needing a mop. Got to get, can't go in dry.
Oh, by the way, thanks for Flux for the raid earlier. Real quick, the law pope, Mr. Nick REKIETA, the nose himself, will be here very, very shortly. He's running a little bit behind, so get prepared for that. He'll be joining and doing Fight Milk with your boy and Legal Vices. It's going to be a triple Fight Milk night, assuming we hit Fight Milk. So get the hell on it, doggone it. Derek Huda, I miss you, boy. Cock and balls. I love you, dude. I hope you're doing well. Miss you too. Don't forget Torgo, Leighton, Jeff. Too high strung said, drag myself to the gym. Too fat to be working out. Have a good stream. Thank you, dude. Master Lions with, I think, 15 gifted memberships right before we started. Thank you so much, dude. Jesse Bott, thank you, baby. So welcome, Jeff, man. We've been talking about doing this for such a damn long time now. For such a long time.
You're just so popular. You got to wait in line.
Yeah, what the hell? No, dude, it's because no, okay. So when I start something new, I go real hard for like a day or two. So I scheduled like 3 weeks of people, almost 4 weeks of people, like within the first day. And
well, this whole CAMELCAST thing has just been fantastic from day one.
Yeah, very unexpectedly too. Like, I don't know what the hell. I don't know why people are watching. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be very honest, but I'm glad they are because it's been a lot of fun, dude. So I appreciate you guys in the chat always supporting your boy. Ghost Meteor, damn. Said, here's to the panel for inspiring me to make a change. I quit my job, taking a new career path. Let's take a drink. Y'all, yeehaw. Ghost Meteor, thank you for the locals tip. Thank you. Lord of Ree says, hey, Jeff, I'm still thinking about getting that pit bull. Lord of Ree says in Rumble. Thank you, dude.
Oh, the English Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah. You talking about those dogs? He has these dogs that are circles with legs.
Yeah, there's little Vienna sausages.
Yeah, it's just like little bowling balls with legs. And it's different for me because I have a German Shepherd who was a massive monster. I have a Husky, which he looks like a Malamute, but he's full-blooded Husky, but he is freaking massive. He's 20 pounds heavier than Husky's like max normal range, right? And then I have my maid who she cleans my house. She's also one of my friends, and she cleans my house every so often. She has a wolf and that she adopted, and it's a freaking monster, pure white, like wolf. It's huge. And she's like, I can't take this to the apartments I'm moving in. So do you want my wolf? And I'm like, well, yeah. Fuck. And like, what am I going to do with all these bitches? They're also, now the good thing is, if somebody pulls their drawers off and tries to sneak into my house on the backside, they get the balls out and they're ready to penetrate my ass cheeks, which to be fair, it's loose already. I don't make farts anymore. But like if somebody's trying to penetrate in the back of my house, they're going to see 3 monsters standing there. And, oh, by the way, there's a doggy door. So they're already getting their ass bit.
We need to get some in the front yard, too, to protect the front.
My German Shepherd, when he sees a person, the other ones are chill. But my German Shepherd, when he sees a person, he freaking goes rabid. Like, he'll kill him. He's crazy. And he's not trained to do anything. He's trained to be fat.
I think that's the problem. He's not trained not to kill people.
Well, the thing is, no, like, so my Husky's fat, right? Now, he's weird, too, around new people. Like, especially if they, like, snuck into my house. He'd be like, hey, what the fuck? He'd growl at him and shit. You know, the wolf, I don't really know yet. But my German Shepherd is, all he's ever done has been pampered, kissed on, just a great dog. But for some reason, he's still like, you know what? I want to kill something. And I don't know why. Like, he just wants to kill shit. What the hell is it? Is it like the 13%, but 60% thing? Is that
reminds me of his ancestors?
That's what I'm saying. It reminds me of the 13% population, despite 30% of the population. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. It must be his breed. But dude,
well, that's the fun thing about these English bulldogs. Like they just don't do much of anything. They make the worst guard dogs. People say they're good alarm dogs. Like if someone came in my house, you'd be like, "Hey, cool! There's a new face here. Come on in. Let me show you where the silverware is. Do you want to come and play? Can I go home with you?" That's kind of what they do.
The thing I love about them, those big ass fat English bulldogs, is you can slap their side, and it's just something about it.
Yeah,
it's like when you walk by the hams at the grocery store, the turkeys, and you just gotta slap that bitch. Yeah, it's like that.
You just smash on the side of them. The problem is when you're around other dogs, someone brings their poodle and you just about knock the poodle into next Thursday. And you go, oh, wait a minute, this thing weighs 4 pounds.
Yeah, when I do that to my German Shepherd, he loves it. He's like, yeah, we're playing, we're having a great time. But if I slap him one too many times, he's like, fuck it, and he freaks. He'll bite your ass. And I have to tell my friends, dude, I had a friend over at my house one time, and he was wrestling with my German Shepherd, right? And I was drunk, right? I'm drunk, but I'm like,
yeah, let's check this out.
So I'm drunk, and I'm like, hey, Tim,
I'll get the needle and thread. Be right back.
I was like, dude, you need to leave him alone, man. He doesn't do this shit. He's not playing with you. And he kept fucking with him for like 30 minutes, and I couldn't believe he let it go that long. Wow. And he eventually still wrestling with him, and just in one freaking frame of a second, just like screamed, like dog screamed, and just hit him with this like face, like it was like a snake bite.
Damn.
And then he ran, and that guy looked at me, right? Tim, he looked at me, and he was like, oh shit. And I looked at him, and his face was fine, right? And then all of a sudden, it just like a faucet, just blood all over. He was like, boom. So he was
got
like,
him in the forehead.
So yeah, so he drove to the hospital. Like, he had to get like stitches all throughout his face. I told this some bitch, look, this dude does not give a, he doesn't like this. He doesn't like you playing with him like that. Like you can play with him.
That's how you find out who your real friends are. They laugh and don't sue your ass.
Yeah, he just was like, oh shit, bro. He's like, oh my god. But speaking of all shit, bro, Master Lions with a red super chat already closing in on a quarter to 5 milk. Thank you so much, Master Lions. Also, with all the damn gifted memberships. You know what? I want to say something real quick, Master Lions. Thank you, by the way. I was in Pipkin stream, that freaking VTuber chick, and the reason she's popular is because she's so good at that stupid voice. I can't do it, obviously, but she's so good at it. She's like a pro at that shit. And I was like, damn. And I go to the top of the chat, right? And I see it says like 25 gifted memberships. But it was like 3 of them in a row. And then it shows the little arrow because there's more. And I held down the arrow for 10 minutes. And it was just 25, 50, 25, 10, 15, 25 for like 10 minutes. She probably got like 5,000 members in like that, just what I saw.
Probably from one person.
Sons of bitches. Like, you know what I do?
I need sense.
5,000 memberships in like my whole life. Like, just in like a year's time. Goddamn. Why can't I be a sexy VTuber that goes, ooh, 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 ooh? I can't do that.
Seriously, I need Sims. I want some. Yeah, I need Sims.
We got beards. Look at our beards. You can't do that with this beard. Now, there's a few gay dudes in the chat that would totally be all about sitting on my face and me sitting on their face, which is great. But they're not going to give me 5,000 memberships. You know what I'm saying? I need the incel love. Where the incel love at? Goddamn. Thank you, Master Lions. Appreciate you.
But we digress.
Yeah. German Shepherd's attached to one person, usually very defensive initially.
There's his friend's face, for instance.
Yeah, he attached to my friend's face immediately. But we're about to be too protective. That's for damn sure, by the way. Freaking, it's wild as hell. Yeah, Twisted Life, exactly. Ooh. So let's talk about some shit, man.
Let's do it.
I have this problem when I stream where I just talk about bullshit, like, and I can't help it. Ashley, by the way, thank you, baby, and the locals, love you.
That's not a problem. That's just sort of what we all do, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't help that shit. So I want to talk about what did you see? So I don't know if you saw this, but so Star Wars had the new Mandalorian episode came out. Keep in mind, I do have to preface this with, I do not. I swore off Star Wars a long time ago. I did this thing called voting with my wallet. So I don't care to continue giving attention to shit that sucks. And it's like a dog, you're right. So if you beat a dog like 10 days in a row and it keeps coming to your front porch, the 11th day, it's probably not going to come back. And that's kind of how I feel. I'm the dog, Jeff. I'm
Yeah.
beating ass dog. And everybody's been tripping balls about this on Twitter and whatnot. Keep in mind,
rightfully so.
God, man. And you know what bums me out about this the most is the fact that it was Jack Black, right? You have Jack Black and you have Lizzo. And, like, why? Why does Lizzo have to do everything that has to do with popular media? What is the enticement in like this fat black lady? Look, and I have nothing.
She's
wrong.
got a hell of a manager. You got to give her that.
That's for damn sure. No, Queen Latifah, kick ass. Love Queen Latifah. She fat black lady. She's great. You know, freaking.
She can act.
Yeah, and what? Whoopi Goldberg before The View, like back in the Sister Act.
Then she got really fat.
Yeah, but she was great back in the day, right? Has nothing to do with that. Lizzo sucks ass, and they're like, "Here's Thomas Jefferson's flute. You want to play Thomas Jefferson's flute? What? Oh, also, do you want to be in Star Wars for some fucking reason? Have you ever acted? No. It's fine. Just swing the cue cards.
It shows.
I'm sick of this shit. Here, listen to this. Listen to her. Dude, listen to her acting.
Despicable. If that isn't
Can you hear that?
Doctor calling the stifling slimy.
I beg your pardon.
This planet
I feel like it's too quiet. Can you hear that?
You can hear fine.
Oh, you can't? Oh, shit.
is unrecognizable since he arrived.
I had a feeling you hated me.
I'm disappointed in you, Commissioner. You served my family well. But Captain Bombardier is the love of my life. And I know his heart is true.
Like this, look at this acting. Holy shit.
Oh, I was waiting for the acting to start. Sorry.
In the past, who here among us has not? Is there no room for a little bit of forgiveness in a galaxy so vast?
God, it's worse than like a middle school play.
No, dude, when this is done, we got to go back and dissect this piece by piece because my blood pressure's already right about here. And I don't give a shit about Star Wars anymore, as you said. So, I don't know why my blood.
Dude, look at Christopher Lloyd's face. This is how I feel right now.
Right.
I feel like Christopher Lloyd. Like, God.
I am sorry to have disappointed you, my lady. Perhaps someday I can earn such forgiveness.
Katie Sackhoff trying not to laugh.
From your grace.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
For now, you must live in exile on the moon of Paraquat. And as for you, Lady Boca.
Like, can we talk about the fact how that Jack Black had like 2 lines and Lizzo has like 5 paragraphs? Like, look, at least give it all to Jack Black. That dude's been doing shit for 50 years. He's a good actor, like in his craft. You know, I love most of the shit he does, and it blows because he's like alongside her in this, and I'm like, fuck.
I grant you audience with our deployment.
All he's doing is standing there. They could have utilized his ass.
I also give to you both our highest honor, the key to Plaisir.
Literally, like it's like she's reading the cue cards, like in front behind the camera as they're filming this.
You will always be welcome in our domed paradise.
Milady.
And to this little one, I grant knighthood.
My God.
You are now a knight of the Ancient Order of Independent Regents.
You know what blows, man? So let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah, tell me the one thing that blows about this. Just tell me the thing that blows.
This little cute fucker that was the whole reason like the entire world was on fire. You remember that? Like,
yeah.
Mandalorian came out and they're like, bro, look at the cute little green bitch. And I'm like, yeah, he's kind of cute, whatever, right? But that can only last for so long. Keep in mind, all right? So this lady right here. So this is Mandalorian season 3. Okay. I read a lot of the synopsis for this season. It's actually about her. The whole season's about her being a badass, and she saves Mando like 50 times in every episode. Yeah. So he's actually a bitch. He has no lines. He doesn't talk much, and he's just kind of walking around following her. So this is actually...
Well, they've said it's no longer about him as the Mandalorian. Now it's about the Mandalorians. And she's in charge. So the person that they're never supposed to take off their helmet, she never fucking wears a helmet.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, he always has his helmet on.
Yeah.
And no other Mandalorian keeps their helmet on except for the one that builds the shit. And of course, the background characters. Right. So that's the weird thing. That's the
There's
weird thing.
so many problems with this.
Yeah. Anyways,
The first 2 seasons were great. I really, really liked the first seasons, the episodic nature of it and how things were going. And I'm happy that I didn't start watching season 3 because the first 2 seasons were great. It has a perfect ending. Luke shows up and takes little baby fucking Grogu, whatever his name is, off. And that would make a perfect end for the series.
Yep.
And then I'm, season 3 is out. This is going to be good, I guess, because it's going to be the start of the Luke Skywalker training period. And then I saw the stupid paintball war thing they were having where they were just like tossing the baby Yoda doll around and trying to make it look real. And I said, all right, I'll watch a few more synopsises.
That's where he was flipping around like a
yeah.
dog.
Yeah. And I said, we'll just watch a few more episodes. And then that came up and I'm done. I'm not going to watch it.
I watched the first season of Mandalorian and I watched the second season, but I thought the CG at the end where Luke was in it looked real bad. And now, look, I loved it. I was glad it happened, but I was like, why didn't they just use Sebastian? What's that guy's name? Sebastian Son?
The lookalike.
The guy that he was the Winter Soldier. He looks exactly like Mark Hamill when he was young. Just use that fucking guy. Why do we need Mark Hamill? Like, he's old.
People are rebelling in chat. When I say the first 2 seasons were great, I mean they were great for a Star Wars spin-off. Great. I mean, it's not like I was watching Godfather or something.
I like the first season of Mandalorian, and even though a lot of it was kind of just random side shit. But that being said, Sebastian Stan, thank you. That being said, the reason why people like the Mandalorian in the first place, in my opinion, is because we're so used to getting shit on, right?
Yeah.
We're so used to getting shit on that eventually when they started pissing a little, it was kind of refreshing, right? You know, it's kind of, you know, it's clear. It doesn't taste or smell like shit. It's kind of like liquidy. I can clear, get the shit off of my chest that they've been shitting on, so you mistake the piss for like water, but it's actually still piss, right? And I feel like that's the issue is we thought, this is actually not that bad, which means in comparison to everything else that's been coming out lately, it was really good.
And that's the problem. You get to that point in the experience where you don't care that it's mostly piss.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you can't back out of it. But if you remember, I mean, this was why people liked The Mandalorian to begin with. They said, oh my God, this is what Star Wars, everything that has anything to do with Star Wars should be. It should be this raw. It should be this, the one-liners occasionally, the dry humor. It should have this action. And it was great. And now look, compare this with the first couple of episodes of the first season.
Yeah.
It goes beyond jumping the shark. And this is where every good series ends, when they start having random people on for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, Lizzo, she's popular with like 12-year-old girls, I guess. Let's put her in the show. No one gives a fuck. Like,
the Brady Bunch days, like, the Brady Bunch is okay, cool. Everybody's watching the Brady Bunch. And then suddenly Don Drysdale shows up in the backyard. You're like, what? It's like, Dan Marino, you visited the Brady's? You're like,
running out of ideas, man. Yeah. And now look, Anna, that Star Wars girl, we've had arguments about this in the past. I loved Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was fun. It was dark. Everybody died. It was great. It felt gritty as fuck, and I loved it. And that was the last time I've liked a Star Wars since Revenge of the Sith. So Revenge of the Sith, I loved it. Of course, the 2 prior were a little weird, but as a kid, you like it anyway, as long as there's lightsabers. Revenge of the Sith is still pretty solid. I watched it recently as well, but then you had some bullshit after that. And then, 7 came out and then Rogue One, and I fucking loved Rogue One. I thought it was great. But then, I told Anna I liked Rogue One. She's like, oh, Rogue One sucks. You're stupid. And I'm like, no. What? Bitch? What do you like? Your name's that Star Wars girl, but you apparently hate all Star Wars. What the fuck is your name Star Wars girl for? Shouldn't it be that bitch ass girl? Because that's what I feel like.
You used to like Star Wars. No, but see, you look, Rogue One had everything in common that made Empire Strikes Back the most successful of the franchise, the most loved of the franchise. You're in some shit. The guys are in peril. People are dying. There's not many cute little fuzzy stupid things to sell to children in the stores, and it gets you in the dark mode, and there's consequences to what's happening.
Yeah,
and that's what people like.
Unsung Hero says this is on brand for Star Wars. The acting has always been awful. It's a feature. It's not always been awful. I mean,
it's never been this bad. Come on.
The little kid in Phantom Menace is pretty bad. And Hayden Christensen was pretty bad in the second one, but he got better in Revenge of the Sith. I feel like
he got better until the last 5 seconds. The no scene.
No. Oh my
Well,
God. Yeah.
after that, he was in some movie where he was playing one of those patients that is still
Yeah.
conscious
Awake or
during.
something. Or,
Yeah,
yeah.
he can't even lay on a table well. That's how bad of an actor he is. He can't lay on a table and pretend to be in a coma.
You know what movie I love that's similar, but definitely not anything like that? Freaking Autopsy of Jane Doe. When she's like alive the whole time, when they're doing the
yeah.
autopsy on her. And it's a freaking terrifying movie. Man, every time I bring girls over before I dump a load in them, make them watch that movie with me. I don't like scary movies. Well, you're in your 20s, so you better grow up fast.
Yeah.
It's a movie, bitch. The guy has a bell on his toe. He's a dead guy. All right, take the drawers off. Torgo, the white, the force is female, whether you like it or not, boy. Thank you. Oh, by the way, Master Lions with another 10 memberships. I appreciate that, dude. That's like 25 today from one dude. I appreciate you. He also dropped a red boy like a maniac. We have one gold boy. It's Daracuda. No orange, no pink. One red boy. Master Lions. I appreciate you guys. About an eighth of the way to Fight Milk. Love you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Sweet. I'm going to shut this curtain here. The sun is starting to shift around here.
Weird. Like, it's so strange that it's like daylight where you're at.
Yeah. It's starting to come around.
Speaking of daylight, everybody in the chat, I want you guys to hear this shit. So I got 2 code violations on my house. I got a letter in the mail. 2 code violations on my house, by the way. And if I ignore these code violations, then it goes to court. Now, it sounds kind of crazy, right? Whatever, fuck it. Let me explain this to you real quick. So these 2 code violations I got. One, the first code violation says you cannot dump pollutants on the ground unless it's storm water. What they're referring to is my garden hose that I use to drain the storm water, very important word, off of my pool cover. That's it. It's with the exception of storm water, yet I'm getting a code violation for draining storm water. And also, I can just put the garden hose up. It's not like even attached to anything. I just fucking roll it up. What the fuck? Anyways, second code violation is I have a pipe that comes out of my house under my deck. What is this pipe, guys? This pipe, this pipe is a relief pressure valve for my hot water heater. Yes, it literally drips water when it gets too hot. That's what it does. Now, I do think the valve is bad because it's been dripping more than usual, but still, it's within the Alabama code. Like I looked up the code, and you can let it pour as long as it leads to outside. And apparently, the code says I have a leaky pipe that needs to be fixed unless it's working as designed, which it is. So that's the second code. So I have to call up to this place and be like, hey, I have 2 bogus ass code. What the fuck's happening? Why is this happening? So yeah, or it goes to court. By the way, it's against the 4th Amendment of the Alabama Constitution for someone to come on your property, come under your deck, and inspect your house without being invited. But we'll just ignore that shit. And speaking of ignore that shit, holy
Christ.
fuck.
I need to be friends with Trent Westbrook.
Sexiest, fattest super chat we've gotten this entire year is Trent Westbrook. 5 Ferraris in a row. Rogue One and Andor have been my favorite Star Wars since the Mouse Invasion. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I haven't watched Andor because I've been afraid to watch it.
Same, but dude, Drinker told me it was solid. I talked to Drinker like 2 weeks ago. He said it was solid. I've talked to a few people who said it was solid, but no one watched it because they're fucking jaded. Damn. Speaking of damn Star Wars, Trent, I love you. I appreciate you. Holy shit. That is 300 from Fight Milk. Immediately. One super chat.
One super chat I thought was $500 once. Turned out it was pesos.
Trent Westbrook. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. You are goated. You are the man. I am not worthy. I do not deserve that shit, but I'm so thankful. Small ass creators like me, like that shit goes so far. And dude, we've talked about this in private. It goes far. It really helps me out. So I love you. And I appreciate you. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Kiss to the penis. Maybe I'm an asshole, but I want to see in shape, beautiful people in movies, not average looking people I can see at Walmart. That's what I'm talking about, Stephanie. Get your fat ass out of here. I want abs and ass cheeks. All right.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Unless they're
Bye.
no, dude, you're like 70. You're legally, you're legally allowed to be like a bearded, like thick.
You just say I was 70?
Yeah. No, but yeah, no, like when I'm talking about, man, when I watch a movie and the female protagonist in the movie and she's like 24, she better be like have abs. Because if she's 400 pounds and she's rock climbing, dude, I watched a movie recently. It was called something. It's these two girls, they get stuck on a radio tower. It was a pretty fun movie, actually. It was like low budget and they captured the heights well, because I'm kind of afraid of weird heights like that. Not afraid of really high heights, but like manageable heights freak me out. Like anything above 30 and like 1,000 feet, like in that range, I'm freaking the fuck out.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I can't like climb shit. So it's called Fall. Yeah. So these two girls climbed this radio tower and they're using only upper body strength when they're rock climbing, right? Like this.
Yeah.
And neither of them have any muscle mass. And one of them's just kind of fat. And I'm like, how the absolute fuck are they doing? Oh, it's a movie. Every girl that goes bouldering at the bouldering gym next to my gym, their upper back is fucking potatoes. They're like, boom, every one of them. But these girls in the movie are flabby and goofy. Now, granted, it was a great movie, though. I enjoyed the fuck out of it.
Well, see, that's the thing that oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
I said there is the muscle mass thing that people don't think. Oh, these little small wiry things. I dated this girl first year in college, very briefly. She was in Seattle, so I was like jump on a bus or whatever to go up to Seattle, hang out with her there. And the first time that I met her, it was like she was this little tiny thing. I'm gonna pick you up, and she's like, "Don't do it." I'm gonna pick you up. She's like, "Yeah, don't do it." And I grabbed her, and I just about blew a disc in my back because she would just weigh like a ton. I'm like, holy crap! How does a girl like you do? Where is? And she's, she was like a runner-up to the runner-up for the U.S. Olympic swim team. It was all just these swimmer muscles. She was just a tiny little thing that weighed about 1.5 tons of just solid muscle.
I've been training this girl at the gym for like a year, right? Somebody asked about HOA. It is not an HOA. It is the city code enforcement office for my city. It's not a homeowners association.
Was it a woman's signature on that? Has she seen the CAMELCAST? Oh, well, maybe he's seen CAMELCAST.
Somebody asked who reported me to the enforcement officer. My neighbors. So my neighbor is selling their house. They sold it within 3 days, went through closing, then they failed their inspection. You want to know how they failed in their inspection? There is mold in their crawl space. So they're blaming my dripping relief valve from 50 yards away as the reason they have mold in their crawl space. So they reported me to the city.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to replace that valve because it's not supposed to be dripping anyway. I'm going to replace the valve. I already have it. I'm going to replace that valve. I already put my water hose up. It's a fucking water hose. And I'm going to call and be like, hey, this is all fixed. Can you remove this, please? Thank you. And then they're going to fail their next inspection and they're going to be like, I don't understand. I'm like, yeah, eat my ass.
Camelot, dropping property values everywhere he goes.
Bastards. How dare they? Yeah, dude, I do have race cars and I pull them bitches out and they are so loud.
Good.
Dude, it makes me sad too because I have to drive down to my trailer because my trailer is on flat ground because you can't put it on an incline like this or else it'll fucking roll and kill 8 people.
Yeah.
So it's on flat ground. So I have to drive. I pull my stock car, my race car out of my garage and I drive it like a few feet to my trailer, and it's loud. It's a NASCAR Cup car.
Yeah.
And I did that the other day, and there was this kid walking with his mom. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I like went and turned the car off as I rolled past them, but there was nothing I could do. Because when you fire it back up, it's even louder. It's like, blah, 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 when you fire it back up. And
my old Harley used to have these ridiculously short aftermarket pipes on them. Yeah. And the neighbors in the condominium complex were like, they don't want you to start your motorcycle up here on the ground anymore. They want you to park it in the parking lot, in the underground parking lot. I'm like, no, they don't.
They can eat my asshole.
No, it's just too loud. You don't want me to. Do you understand this underground parking place is an echo chamber? You're like, well, they want you to start it down there. I said, all right. That lasted 3 days till they're like, can you please not have him start that?
They don't realize, dude, if I start my race car in a garage, like so at our racetrack, sometimes we'll have an actual garage. and it'll be like a warehouse, and you put your car in the garage, and you have outlets, and you have a cement floor so you could scale your cars. You start that bitch in the garage. You have like 4 seconds to pull it out, or else the fucking officials will be coming around down there and freaking out. They hate it because it's loud. It's like a freaking spaceship going out. Like
well, that's the fun thing is what started was the noise just echoed through the vents in the parking lot, and about 15 people hated coming down at 7 o'clock every morning to turn off their car alarms.
Yeah, exactly. Ashley says, "Here's a silly gold boy to follow up Trent's huge red boy. Thank you so much, baby. I love you, Ashley." And also, she drops one in the locals and in my YouTube every time. Nice. Happy Combat Rifle Day. Me five.
Yes.
Thank you. Long time. Fire Crotch Simp. Thank you, dude. And oh my God, we got another bitch in this. It's Disco Cobra. It's always two people. It's Disco and it's freaking Trent Westbrook every time. Guess we got the deep pockets in this chat tonight. Too rich for my blood. I've been getting things set up around the place. Got a generator for emergencies. I'm going to be digging my well to put a pitless adapter in. Plenty of other projects into this summer. Thank you so much, Disco Cobra. Another red boy. Hot diggity damn. We're now one pink boy from the Rainbow Knot. I love you, and I appreciate you. 2 gold boys, Ashley and Derek Huda. 1 orange boy, Steph. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Wicked Virtue's in this bitch, by the way. I just seen her. How you doing, baby? 2 high strung. Did his workout. Appreciate you, dude. How you doing, Wicked Virtue? If you guys aren't subscribed to Wicked Virtue, give her some love, please. She's almost to 1,000 subs.
No,
Ashley,
I will do that right now. Why not?
Yeah, dude, she's awesome. Yeah, she's criminally unwatched. But granted, if you look at her channel, it's like she's just started like this kind of format, right? And she's good at it. So, but you know, you have to start somewhere. So that's what I think she just started, and that's kind of like why she's not at 1,000 subject. But she'll be there soon. Is Wicked Virtue hot? Yes. How do you like Jack Daniels? Now, listen here, Carlos. Can you stop asking me about Jack Daniels? I haven't drank Jack Daniels in like 6 months. Okay, that's 1. And 2. Like, I don't care about marketing. Like, I don't boycott shit because I don't care. Like, like if Jack Daniels was sitting here, I'd drink that shit. I don't care.
Okay,
trans dude on the. I don't care.
We are subscribed to Wicked Virtue because how does Legal Vices not subscribe to Wicked Virtue? And the first thing that I see is she's got a wine tasting video up. So
there you go.
We're made for each other. Legal Vices has subscribed to Wicked Virtue.
There you go. Bring her on your show. Give her some love. Thank you, Chris Cola. I love you. Appreciate you. How you doing, baby? Yeah, dude. So it's wild. Anyways, I went off on a tangent. We were talking about Star Wars. Yeah, Disney Star Wars looks like absolute trash, and I can't wait until now. Granted, it probably never happened. It's probably going to be one of those things where they will literally let it die while clutching it, instead of admitting they were wrong. Did you see that they have an entire like 12 movie outline that's coming up?
3 more Rey movies like we asked for.
Yep. Rey Skywalker's coming back. Yeah. The most popular character ever in Star Wars. Oh, wait, I misspoke. The least popular character in Star Wars. And I guarantee you John Boyega is not coming back. Why would he?
No.
He was shafted right in the asshole. Like
almost literally.
Yeah. You know what they should have done? Here's 2 things they should have done with John Boyega. And
made him and Poe gay.
No. That's what I think they were going for, to be honest. So here's number 1. Number 1 is they should have taken Finn should have been a Jedi, and it should have focused the story around him. We could take or leave Rey. Who don't give a fuck. But Finn, he's Jedi. He's it's like Kyle Katarn used to be a stormtrooper, and he's jaded, fights the Empire, kicks ass. Okay, that's number 1. With or without. Number 2, he should have at the very least been the love interest for Rey and dicked her down. Like,
got no problem with either one of those.
Give me something.
Give her the Force.
And they gave
him
whip
out that black lightsaber and go to town.
Yeah. You know what they did, Jeff? This is what they do. This is what Hollywood does to their diversity in their movies. They make them what? Comedic relief every time. Yep. They're like, we need a black guy or a black woman. It's like, okay, cool. Well, let's bring him in. Okay, what's your part? Oh, you're just gonna be black as hell. What? You're just gonna say things like, oh shit, nah, for real, dog. This is crazy. Like, that's what your character is now. It's like, wait, I don't get to be a Jedi.
Can I do that?
I don't get to be a Jedi. I don't get to have any cool dialogue. No, just say, oh shit, nah, dog, for real. Like every 5 minutes.
I want to see Finn's backstory because I want to know how a janitor knows where every single thing and every single access code and where all of the weak points for the entire planetary weapon system is located. How does a janitor know that? He's got to be like a spy or something. You got to come up with a good story, and that's just so stupid. What his character sucked from point one.
Yeah, and I thought now look, 7 was at least watchable. I didn't really like it much, but I was like, okay, Finn's going to be a Jedi, obviously. And this is what I thought was going to happen. And Snoke is going to be some kind of scary, like Darth Plagueis or something cool. It's going to rot. And then it turned out, no, none of it. No, Rey's a nobody. Snoke is a nobody for some reason. And Palpatine's alive for some reason because it's clones. And Rey is a god without any training. She's just a badass. Kylo sucks ass for no reason. He's also highly immature and stupid because he's a man, right? And Luke is stupid and immature and also annoying because he's a man, right? He has no good values left. But the best person is the person that has no training or experience, and it's Rey. Luckily, the woman. And we have one other character who could be doing something. What's that character? Finn. What was he going to do? Yeah, he's just a black comedic relief. Enjoy. He gets to say things like shit, nah, all the time. That's it. This is crazy. They can fly now? Wow. Can't believe they can fly now. We've never had jetpacks in freaking Star Wars. So, yeah, I was pretty upset about that. And I never even watched The Rise of Skywalker. I've never even watched it.
I thought that was really good with what he had to work with. I mean, that was J.J. Abrams going, look, we know this previous director who shall remain nameless screwed up every vision that I had because it was clear that Rey was supposed to be the child of Luke Skywalker. It was clear. Yeah. And he's like, well, no, because Luke's made a bitch, which I didn't like. And then he screws up the entire storyline. So it's like, all right, we got to bring back the Emperor somehow. We got to bring him back and do what we can.
Wasn't the line actually somehow the Emperor has returned? Like that's the actual line in the movie. It's like somehow the Emperor's back. Somehow, thank God, right? Thank God that one dude's still alive for some reason. God,
the Rise of Skywalker was good in the sense that it had to it took an absolute pile of shit and made it a lesser pile of shit.
Yeah.
And the cool visuals. Even if you haven't seen it, you've seen the visuals of like 800 of these star destroyers rising up out of this ocean. But of course, that always begs the main Star Wars question from day one: how do you build 800 of these star destroyers without alerting someone?
Yeah.
How do you build? I'll give you somehow. Maybe you can build a second Death Star without half the galaxy finding out about it. But how do you build a third Death Star and not raise some questions?
Yeah.
That's always been a Star Wars thing, but hey, if we want documentaries, we can watch PBS, I guess.
Jason Ingram says I'm behind, but for two beautiful beards. Hey, thank you, Jason. By the way, I'm very happy with my beard. I've been lazy and it just keeps getting more beard. I kind of like it. Thank you, Jason. Unsung Hero says I vote my dollar. I don't care about marketing. I don't boycott. Okay, so let me reiterate that because if you like think in black and white, that does sound like hypocritical. What I mean is, I used to love Star Wars and now it sucks. Therefore, I won't give Star Wars any more of my money. I don't give a fuck that they put a drag queen on an ad for Jack Daniels like Green Apple. I don't care. I don't get offended by that shit. Am I like a fan of drag queens? No, not really. Do I hate drag queens? No, not really. I don't like them being like pulling their dick out in front of kids, but like as far as what drag queens actually do and exist, I don't give a fuck. I don't really care about the Dylan McCovney thing. Like, do I think it's gross and kind of cringe that Busch Light put him on the can? Sure. Do I drink Busch Light? No. Is that going to make me drink it or not drink it? No, because I don't give a fuck. Like, it doesn't matter to me. So, I will continue drinking Jack Daniels because I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Not buying something doesn't mean you're boycotting it.
Correct. Now,
if that's the case, I'm boycotting nearly every product on planet Earth because I don't buy it.
Think about it this way. If I came out and said drag queens are gross, creepy, they should be illegal, anybody that agrees with drag queens need to be killed, and then I said, oh, I don't care, I'm just going to drink, I don't care that I'm going to drink Jack Daniels, that would be hypocritical of me. But I don't care about drag queens at all. As long as they're not fucking with kids, I don't give a fuck. Do what you're doing. They've existed forever. One of my favorite movies growing up was The Birdcage. Fucking love that movie. God, I love that movie. So like, no, I don't care.
White chicks. That was drag.
Great movie. Great movie. So I disagree with you, unsung hero, you bitch. Thank you. But I appreciate you $5. Mike Mysterios has been watching your stuff since 2019. Sent you my own Best Buy story for How They Did Me Dirty. Not sure if you ever read it, but glad you see it. Dude, resend it to me, Mike. If you because when that shit gets buried, it's buried forever. So always ping me. I have a Best Buy video coming out very soon. So thank you so much, Mike, for the other Gold Boy. And again, with Master Lions with 5 more gifted memberships. This sumbitch is going to give me 50 memberships by himself today. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, Mike. I love you. I appreciate you. Dude, I don't even remember what you're talking about. Shit. Anyways,
Star Wars.
Star Wars is
Being
trash.
shit.
Fucking
There you go.
trash. Fuck that. I'm done with it. Yeah, dude, they were like, it's like the rise of the First Order. The First Order shouldn't even be canon anymore. That should be all dead. Get rid of it. They should, you know what, Daisy Ridley? They should put Daisy Ridley in a prison. Like, just get
Stripping war crimes.
yeah, get rid of all them bitches. Kill them. Kill them if you have to. Fuck it. Like, and let's just move on. Let's get a director who's great. Fucking Quentin Tarantino. We're gonna pay him $100 gajillion. Hey, we want you to make a Kyle Katarn Star Wars movie. All right, start to finish, and he fights Dazan, which looks like a T-Rex for some reason. I don't know why.
That would be so awesome to have a
And just make it
Tarantino
like
Star
Pulp
Wars
Fiction.
movie.
Fuck it. Just pay someone that we know is going to kick ass. Stop paying the guy that makes half-baked bullshit. Let's be honest. J.J. Abrams is kind of a joke. Like 90% of the shit he puts out is like Michael Bay shit.
I was just going to say, at least he's not Michael Bay.
Well, yeah, Michael Bay is like a one. But like J.J. Abrams is like, oh, he does all these, and every once in a while he has, like I liked Cloverfield Lane.
He's the lens flare to slow motion explosions.
Yeah. Now I don't think he did the Cloverfield Lane, but he created the universe. Like, so I like Cloverfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
except for Cloverfield in space sucked.
Yeah, like, but J.J. Abrams, like, can anybody name anything he did that was like a big deal? Like, look, I mean, we got the
Lost for a while.
Fuck, I hated Lost. I liked it for a second, and then it got real gay. Oh my god, who's Terminator 2? Fuck, what's his name? He just did Avatar. James Cameron. So James Cameron, yeah, like some of the stuff he does sucks, like, but on average, it's pretty good. Like at least he has Terminator 2. He has fucking aliens, and I enjoyed Avatar. Titanic, look, I don't give a fuck. I know people hate Titanic. I love Titanic. I don't give a goddamn. I know the acting's kind of bad. Fucking love it. I went and saw the 25th anniversary in theaters recently. Dude, I was hard and cried the whole time. Love that shit. Love it. But what the hell J.J. Abrams have? And then they're giving him Star Wars. What the hell did Brian Johnson have? Is it Brian Johnson or is it Ryan Johnson? That's the singer for AC/DC.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson. What the hell did he do to get a damn Star Wars trilogy that was eventually scrapped?
Well, apparently nothing, which was part of the problem.
Who did they like let an executive finger their ass? Like, why are they doing? Like, it's so weird. You'll like see new Star Wars movie coming out. You're like, oh shit, cool. Who wrote it? And you're like, Tina Wong. And you're like, who the fuck is that? And then you look, and she wrote one episode of like freaking The Office. You're like, what the fuck? Why is she doing a Star Wars movie? It's because the executive, she let him freaking cream pie her ass. That's what's going on. I'm sick of this shit.
We can talk about Velma if you want to talk about bad decisions from The Office.
Didn't they greenlight that for a second season too?
No, it's done.
Oh, thank God. Fuck. I thought I saw that. I was about to freaking throw some shit.
It's done.
Real quick. Lord Torchwick got banned and threatened from old job because couldn't do last day of 2 week. What? Dude, you know what? That's weird. Dude, 2 weeks notices is so funny because half the time when you give your 2 weeks, they'll tell you to leave, right?
Yeah.
Fuck off, right? Which is fine. Or they'll let you work out the 2 weeks, but then they'll get pissed if you leave in any shape or form. Or they'll get mad that you don't like perform super well. Why the fuck would I? You know what I'm saying?
It's like, what are you gonna do? Fire me?
Yeah, exactly. And here's the most important thing. I used to tell my ex-wife that when she was like moving out, and she'd get mad at me about, what are you gonna do? Fucking fire me? You already left. No, but like, dude, why is it that we are required socially? Now, I know it's not required legally. I don't know why people always come back with that like a gotcha. It's not against the law. Obviously, it's not against the law. This isn't fucking Nazi Germany. But Why is it like socially like kind of required for us to work out a 2 weeks or a month notice, but it's not required for a $1 billion corporation or company to give a employee a 2 week or a month notice before they terminate them or lay them off?
Right.
Why? Why should I be held to a higher standard than a company that profits $186 billion in operating profit year over year?
Because they own your ass.
They can eat my unwashed, hairy, unshaven gooch. Fuck them. Right in their ass. Their ass is going to never make a fart noise again.
They need 2 weeks to find a replacement so you don't interrupt their business. Whereas I'm quitting. They just reach down, they go into the filing cabinet, they go, all right, application number 573 million. Do you want a job? Can you start tomorrow? All right.
Yeah, dude. Shredder says, what's up, Camelot and Vices? Off topic, but would love to get your take on the Daniel Perry conviction in Texas. He shot a BLM protester who pointed an AK at his driver's side window. Might get governor pardon. If somebody pointed an AK at me, I blow their face off. And if that is legit what happened, I'm all for it. Fuck that. What are you? Am I supposed to die to prove that I'm not a racist? No, I will gladly be alive, and you can call me a racist online. That's fine. But I'm gonna be at home, watching some TV on my couch and not dead in the ground. I don't need to die to prove my moral superiority to anyone. You can call me a racist. You can call me a piece of shit, but I'm going to be alive while your ass is dead to prove that you love black people. I don't give a fuck. All right? You can eat my dick ass. No, thank you. Thank you, Shredder, by the way. Vermin Infested says, from my keister to your keister. Happy Easter. Thank you, Vermin Infested. I love you. Another orange boy. How do you feel about that that case?
Well, I don't really know much about it. I didn't follow it closely, but the problem is there's no video of what happened. So it's one person's story against it. There's no objective evidence to say what to comment on. Really, it's the testimony of the people involved.
Yeah,
so it's kind of hard to say what went down.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm saying is, it's the kind of the thing that I kind of use the same logic around like child molesters. I think they should be tortured, like on camera. But now, and here's my logic behind it. If there is irrefutable video evidence or irrefutable evidence in general that they committed these atrocities, and there is no shadow of a doubt that they are innocent in any way, shape, or form, then we should torture them. Now, look, if it's like, oh, a 9-year-old said he touched me and you're going to jail for it, and then a 9-year-old recants that shit when they're 18 and the guy got tortured like 10 years ago, yes, that's a problem. But like what was that one chick's name? I don't know if I should say
that narrows it down.
I don't think I should say her name online. I don't think it's terrible because I remember hearing about it when I was like 14 or 16 or something. Anyways, her stage name was it's the same as a feline. It's a feline, just the CAT. And then the last name is like a female god in the Mount Olympus. So there you go. So that was her stage name, and I remember it was a big deal back in the day. And there was videos of her stepdad just going ham. And she was like 9 years old. Okay. So with that evidence, okay, he should be tortured and killed. And like it should be filmed and we should be able to watch it and enjoy it. Like,
with moose antlers.
Yeah, dude. So that's what I'm saying. Fart face. Yes, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. And that's how I feel. If there's video evidence of a dude pointing a gun at you and you blow their face off in defense, yeah, you should like the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. That shouldn't even have went to trial, in my opinion. The dudes were chasing him on video. He was running. He tripped. Dude puts a gun in his face and he blows his arm off. That's pretty damn justified to me. Like there shouldn't even be. It shouldn't even went to trial. It's stupid, in my opinion. When there's video evidence, like how is it going to trial? It's crazy to me. So thank you, Lord. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, I don't understand it, man. Torture them, kill them all. My God. Thank you, Mike Mysterio says, I watch a lot of your Fanta content or refresh the DM on Twitter. Thank you, man. Oh my God, Fanta. Yeah, I need to bring him on my show. I've been talking about that. I've been talking to him for a while about that. I talked to him yesterday, actually. Thank you, Tia Nina. Appreciate you, baby. He got a dent in his head from a skateboard. Exactly. You dent my head, I'm popping the cap, right? For sure. Like, what would you do, Jeff? Okay. What would you rather do? Here's the scenario.
Okay. I just jumped the gun and said, kill him. I didn't hear the scenario yet.
No, that's the right answer. But okay. So I have a 12 gauge on my bed, right? We should all have a 12 gauge on our bed, buckshot. So
okay. I think you're wrong there. I think you just need like a handgun or a rifle. If you take out an intruder with a shotgun, just be prepared to replace everything in your house.
That's true.
It's
But
gonna have red mist all over it.
some bitch ain't gonna be moving. That's my point.
True.
So, you know, I got a rifle and I got handguns, but I'm saying I got 12 gauges for like I'm just gonna close my eyes and fucking pull the trigger.
Yep.
So he's gonna turn into goo, and that's fine. But like, okay, here's the hypothetical situation. Guy breaks into your house. All right. You pull out your 12 gauge and he comes to your bedroom. Okay, here's your scenario. A, you blow him in half without even saying anything. Or B, you don't do anything. He like pistol whips you and then like has sex with your girlfriend and then kills her and then kills you and now you're dead. But what's more socially acceptable on Twitter, obviously? Well, what do they say in LA? Like, well, you should just 85% of the people that break in don't actually commit a violent crime, so you should let them just take your stuff.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about the law. In most places, it presupposes if someone comes into your house in the middle of the night uninvited, it's presupposed that they're planning to do harm. They're not coming in to ask for a sandwich.
Yeah. So
and to answer your question, do I still like my ex-girlfriend? Do I still like my girlfriend in this scenario?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then I'd kill him if he comes through the door.
Yeah, I'm blowing that. I'm gonna like feed like the whole magazine. Like I'll have like 5 in that bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna pump all of them in him. I don't give a fuck. Like, he's gonna look like spaghetti. Did you really need to put 4 more? Oh yeah, I had to. It's called the quad tap. You know, didn't want him to get back up. You're right. Well, did you have to shoot his dick off? Yes, I did actually.
And that's where a lot of the questions come into play. Is the guy that shot the guy in the diner. Okay, 3 or 4 shots are good, but did he have to walk up and shoot him in the back of the head?
Yeah,
so you better be able to argue that he was dead before that last shot. Then it just becomes violating a corpse or whatever you want to call it.
I agree. So that's a little different scenario. So when somebody comes into your house, when they break my threshold, I'm already pissed.
Yep.
Now I want to mutilate your ass because you came into my space that I cherish. I will nuke your ass into orbit. Now, if I'm at, I carry a concealed carry. I'm in Alabama.
Yeah.
If I'm at the damn Walmart, for whatever I don't go to Walmart, but if I was at Walmart and some dude like pulls a gun on the register lady and I'm right behind him and I'm like, oh fuck shit, I'm in danger because I'm in this scenario. Yeah, I'm gonna pull my gun and cap him. Like, and if he falls to the ground, I'm kicking his gun. I'm not gonna reload and pump like 90 shots into him. Right? That's crazy. But I have seen there was a pawn shop owner like 10 years ago. He like killed a kid that pulled a gun on him, so he was in his right.
Yeah.
But then he like reloaded his magazine and then like shot 12 more shots into his like floppy body. And then he got he went to prison, which I don't know if he should have went to prison. The dude was already dead, but it was kind of fucked up that he reloaded and kept going. So that is a little fucking creepy.
I do like that one video of the convenience store guys, the thugs jump over the counter and then a cop just walks in and
I love that.
Pointing's like, it's fake. This is real. Bam, bam. The guy's got a hole in his gut. He's like, down, lay down. Let me cuff you.
I love that shit. Dude, I don't know what it is. I hate gore videos. Ever since I was a kid, when like gore videos came, like I was like 13, 14 when gore videos started hitting the internet. And I hated that shit. It would ruin my day. But for some reason, when it's a store clerk defending themselves and they blow a head off, I fucking love it. I'll like put a compilation on. I'm like, woo. Like, I don't know what it is.
Well, why do you think you don't like those videos? You didn't like those videos. Did you have some sort of accident or some sort of traumatic pain experience early on?
I don't know, man.
Because that used to be the funnest thing. I used to love watching those videos. Any videos that started out with the here, hold my beer, or hey, watch this. I loved watching those videos. And guy doing his whatever the hell he's doing, and he ends up breaking an arm or a leg or two, crashing motorcycles because they're being jackasses in the street and crashing cars. Especially like the guys that get these brand new supercars, they pull it off the lot and ram it into a pole. You're like,
love it.
There you go. How was that the McLaren P1 yelling for 35 seconds? Things like that. But then I had my first motorcycle accident where I shattered my right leg. And then a couple of years later, I had a truck pull out in front of me and broke both of my arms.
Oh my God.
Since then, I can't watch those videos.
Yeah.
I cannot watch someone break anything or get hurt because I know that fucking hurts. It's not funny anymore.
There's
But
a reason I don't
I like watching people get shot.
I don't ride motorcycles anymore for that reason. Examoon says, look at the Monster Energy's lawsuits. Yeah, they're suing like a video game company for using monster in their title, which is really silly. And then there's another one as well that's really silly. Very, very stupid. They're also suing a football team for having a bear claw on their logo. So stupid. I don't know why the fuck they do that. I felt like Monster was always respected and kind of cool in that ride. Examoon, by the way, I love you. But yeah, back to that point, I don't drive motorcycles anymore. And I've had like 4 throughout my life. I wrecked my first one. And luckily, I was not very hurt. I cheeseburgered my hand and my right leg. Yeah. I had a Joe Rocket jacket on, though, so I was fine. But I had to, my ex-wife had to cut my pants off with the scissors. And that sucked ass. And then I had a few more bikes, and then I just never did that anymore. And it's because I don't trust other people. Now, when you're in a car, there's a small chance somebody could ram your ass and nuke you. But when you're on a bike, if you're at a red light and just one, it doesn't matter how much the car weighs, doesn't fucking matter. They hit your ass when you stop, you're dead. And I'm just not into it. You know, especially what if an 18-wheeler hits you? God, you're going to turn into juice.
No, there was an accident a while ago that happened at a biker group where we're riding around, stopped at a street light. The semi behind him didn't.
God,
the whole group of them. The whole group.
Fuck, no thanks. Real quick, like an update. Yes, Nick texted me and said he's about to join everybody. So
cool.
He was just running a little late.
Settle down, God. Are we boring you that much? Jesus.
God, all 1,200 people in here. We're sorry that the Pope isn't here yet. God damn. Zeno says pawn shop shooter happened in what was that? Oklahoma
City,
where I'm from. He chased the other robber, came back reloaded. He let him pull back the kid. Damn, Zeno. My God.
May not be the greatest decision for him, but it's funny as hell to hear about and watch.
Woo, damn. Lily Smith, look at that goofy ass dog. Camelot, I'm the exact same way about gore movies. The good guys can do the bad guys through the whole movie, not the bad guys. Yeah, there are a lot of bad guys in past Vices. Lily Smith reminds me of Green Inferno. Movie is so fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, the fucking black guy, rest in peace. They fucked that dude up. Oh, it's so hard to watch. Thank you, Lily. Damn, son. Yeah, one pink boy, by the way, from a rainbow night. Billy says, how much to Fight Milk? We are 120 from Fight Milk. Only 520 from Double Fight Milk.
Uh-oh.
That actually may be the first time since Gary, I think.
Is that like double Fight Milk in one glass or 2 glasses of Fight Milk at different points in time?
You just do double. So it's 4 eggs.
All right. So, if that happens, I'll have to go get more eggs.
Yeah. Shit. Fuck. Oh, God. Okay. I just fucked up. All right. I just nuked my locals chat. Ghost Meteor and Local says robbery or violent crime doesn't matter. Fuck people thinking they can run wild when most of us are just trying to get by. Got to stop assholes. I agree. The dude in the low wall says first time rant ever. Love the show. I'm boycotting G6 jets because I'm poor. Hell yeah. 200 Watt Studio says I was getting sleepy, but Nick is here. Let's go. Yeah, he's about to join. Thank you, 200 Watt Studio. So let's talk about Mario, man. So Mario came out. Okay, I have not seen it yet, but I am going to see it next week after I freaking fix my code violations that are bogus. And I got to install some brake coolers on my race car. And then I'm good. But I'm going to go see it next week. And I'm excited because all my friends said they loved it. I've had a few friends that actually that work in the community that said they loved it. You know, the people that make content about that kind of stuff. And the audience score is really high, but the critic score is really low. I wonder why that is. Probably has something to do with the fact that it doesn't really spread the message much. And also, we can't forget that Chris Pratt is the lead role in it.
Yeah.
And we know that Chris Pratt's an evil Christian white man, which is the worst demographic to possibly be. Thank God I'm not really religious. I've just escaped it by a little. So I'm still
you're pretty white, though. You're pretty white.
I'm white as fuck. But
that almost makes up for the lack of Christianity.
I'm kind of secular, so I get away with it, you know. So if a white girl comes up to me and she's, you know, in college, she'd be like, well, I don't really like that you're white, but are you Christian? I'd be like, no, I don't really believe in anything. She's like, all right, cool. I'll take my drawers off. Thank God, right? You know, thank God, right? Oh, man. But yeah, dude, it opened to a 300, what was it? Somebody in chat, $360 million box office globally. That's them damn Asians. Yeah, Mario, right? It opened to that globally, something to that nature. which broke the previous animated movie record held by Frozen 2, which is a movie that just, is the same story that every Disney or whatever woke movie is nowadays, where white people are evil and we colonized and we got rid of natives. You know how it is. And I will just put this out there. We look at the buildings. Look at the plumbing, motherfucker. Look at the plumbing. You look at the buildings and plumbing and you tell me that you'd rather be living in a damn hut right now and have some kind of disease. Would you rather your life expectancy be 31? No. White people did you a favor, damn it. Thank God for the white people. No, I'm joking. White people are evil. Please don't sue me. All right, here we go. Just go over. But we're going to talk about Mario real quick. I used to watch all the Saw movies, got pretty redundant, just people being mutilated. Still watch horror movies, not the brutal ones. I love the first couple of Saw movies.
The first one was great. The first one was really great because the whole concept, it was something we hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
Saw 2, you're like, okay, this is torture porn. And then by 3, I have this thing about my eyes. I only got 2 of them. And so that's why I can't get LASIK or anything, because it just freaks me out. So anytime I was doing the horror movies where like the needle comes at the guy's eye, I can't deal with that.
Yeah,
that
dude, the first one,
me.
Gary Ells? God, what a great man. The fact that freaking Jigsaw was in the floor the whole time is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Hostel was a great film too. The first Hostel.
Oh yeah, dude. Who's to say tech wouldn't advance without colonization? North Africa is your example, my friend. So that being said, well, I mean, I guess if you call HIV like a technological advancement. But anyways, this is we're having a good stream, everyone. Chill out now. Yeah, so Mario opened to a $360 million box office globally. And that just begs the question. It begs the question. How long will Disney and Pixar and these companies go making bullshit, like forced diversity, woke bullshit that doesn't really serve a purpose? All right. Of course, we got to see Buzz Lightyear, or the other chick. We got to have the gay kiss, right? It has to be the gay kiss. There has to be The Last of Us, episode 3. There has to be an insert scene where he inserts his penis and they moan and it's weird. Like, we got to have that for some reason, like, why? Like, when is it going to like dawn on these studios that they're going to have to start making good shit? Because a lot of studios are doing it. They're doing it right now. Disney is doubling down. They have their whole lineup planned for more bullshit, right?
Well, and I mean, that's the problem. It's the fact that I know the sexuality of toys. That's a problem.
They ain't got dicks and shit.
I have like 8,000. I know. I rebooted there in my head. I have so many thoughts going through my head. But it's going to happen once they start realizing that even the people in those communities don't want to watch the shit because it's shit. Look at this, gay Lord of the Rings shit going on in Amazon. Now that's just that's just tanking because nobody cares.
Yeah,
and you look at the new Star Trek series. How are there people in the future? Everybody is gay or lesbian or trans in the future. How are there people there?
Who's being born?
At the end of Walking Dead, everybody in Walking Dead ended up gay or incel. How are there people in the future?
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Rings of Power when they go to an isolated village that's been there for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And somehow they're all like there's like an Asian dude, an Indian dude, a black woman. Right. I'm like, how are you not all the same race? You've been reproducing here for hundreds of years with no contact, yet you're all different races. The fuck?
Well, and it's all the black dwarves. They've lived underground for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Don't you understand how melanin works, screenwriters? Yeah. Come on.
I gotta read this from Oh Holy Hell. They said North Africa. That means what? So the previous thing was, how do we know technology wouldn't advance in an uncolonized area? And then I said, well, North Africa is your example. And they're like, what does that mean? I don't think I need to answer that because it's bordering on trolling at this point. Bro, why don't you go there and find out? And when you're getting your fucking head sawed off, okay, because you're walking too close to a preschool, because they just sawed off all the kids' heads in the preschool, then you tell me why it's fucking North Africa. Anyways, or
they'll just accuse you of witchcraft. Yeah,
dude, for real. It's like, oh, dude, Stan, but you can't believe that technology didn't advance. It's like, no, dude, their mud huts they're mud huts. They got Wi-Fi now. I saw the antenna. They got the Wi-Fi in the mud huts.
That's like the Maasai things where everybody goes for tourists. They just sit around there, drinking their martinis. They've got the BMW, the Mercedes parked around the corner. Like, all right, here comes some white tourists. All right, let's go put on the clothes and do our dance and make our money.
Let's go to the huts.
Yeah,
they go to the huts.
Hide the satellite dish.
We yes, we live in the mud huts. It's all for show, definitely. No thanks. South Africa though, highly advanced in some areas. China wasn't colonized until the 1800s and had every chance to master European advancement, and they didn't. That's also true. But also Asians are smart as hell. So they smart.
Very good at replicating stuff.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, they're starting to get lower acceptance rates in school. Rest in peace.
Why is that?
They're just too damn smart, baby. Did you see that video of that guy? He listed that he was white and straight, and he had like a 5.29 GPA, which I didn't even think was possible. I thought
what?
Yeah, I thought 4.0 was like max, right?
What's wrong with the world? We have 5.9 grade averages.
Yeah,
how is that possible?
5.2. I don't know how that works, but anyways, it was a video. And it might have been trolling, whatever. But he got denied from like every Ivy League school. And then like he went in and changed it, like all of his applications to black, and he got accepted in all of them.
Well, it's like I told my son when my son was doing his application for university before he decided that wasn't for him. When he was doing all of his scholarship applications, I said, dude, what you do is you say that because when he went to study in high school, so my sister became his guardian.
Yeah,
made my sister and her husband his legal guardians. So I just said, just tell them you are a guard. You're under a guardianship. You are an Amerasian child whose father abandoned you in Korea. You're a mixed race, Amerasian child of divorce and abandonment, and are living under guard. He got 5 scholarships.
You best damn believe, dude. Look at my white ass. If I would have went to college, now look, I grew up in the trailer park. College was not my destiny. But if I would have went to college, knowing what I know now, you best believe that I'd be like, oh, African American, yes. Awesome, Native American, fuck yeah. I'm all these things. You get here, wait a second, you're pretty white. Nah, dude, I did a gene test. Yeah, I'm like 1/37,000th black. So please give me my money and my education. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, he got those damn scholarships, and then that's why I got pissed when he said, I think university is not for me. I went, God damn it, you had to get all those scholarships. You got free college and you don't want to go to it. All right, whatever. It's your life.
Yeah. Well, no, thank you. All right. Because look, I avoided anyway, and I'm not losing anything. Look, it doesn't make me mad. Keep in mind, I'm not losing anything. All right. Okay, I don't give a damn how many white college girls get black eyes and shit. I don't care. Fuck it. That ain't me getting the black eye. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, that was a joke. I threw in a little joke there, yeah, anyways. By the way, real quick, Nick's is about to join the show, so you guys get ready for the Pope to join. If you guys have noticed, my Xbox unit has Oblivion on it. Look how beautiful it is. Yes, it died. My Xbox unit was dead today, and I had to completely rebuild it with a new TV, new system, and everything. And I had to wire the LEDs directly in, like really crudely, to an outlet, like plug. So now it's back, and it has Oblivion on it because it's a 360 now. So enjoy. Yeah, it was, dude. It was. I just threw the other TV out my window because my window is right next to the trash, so, and it exploded. It was beautiful. It's beautiful, and I'm sure my neighbors think, dude, isn't that look? I grew up in the trailer park. My neighbors are like, why is this dude throwing trash? Like, what I do?
Lawn furniture.
There ain't no HOA here. I can throw trash, unless that trash apparently obstructs some kind of code violation. Bastards. Ugh. You own a house or you live in an apartment?
It's a condominium here. Everything, Korea is pretty much condominium. So I own the apartment.
So do they have rules? Is there like HOA-y type rules there?
Yeah, for the complex thing, there's things you can do, things you can't do. You got to throw away your garbage on a certain day and sort it all out. And yeah.
So like,
I ignore most of it. Like that? I ignore most of it.
Oh, well, that's good. See, I can't because apparently they can fucking condemn my house or some shit or put a lien on it. If I don't fix my damn leaky pipe that leaks, like it's designed to do right into my drainage, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I have the benefit that I just suddenly forget how to speak Korean and I become the dumb, ignorant foreign guy.
That's
And
what
I'm
I would
like,
do.
Ooga booga, I don't know how to sort garbage because I'm just a crazy unfrozen caveman lawyer.
Yeah, Hispanics, dude. Hispanics do that shit all the time. And I would do the same thing. Somebody comes, hey, mister, I have the bone to pick with you. And they're like, oh, no habla inglés. No habla. And they just walk away.
Yeah, you get that in court. You get that in court a lot. And they start answering the judge's questions accidentally. And you're like, you speak English, motherfucker.
Yeah,
we know you do.
Dude, I've had friends.
I play that shit up as often as I can.
I've had friends that are white as shit, but they like have a Hispanic dad and they look Hispanic and they're straight up like, hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? And they get in trouble. I had a guy who used to work at GameStop with me. And when a customer started getting like fucked up with him, he'd be like, oh, no habla inglés. He'd like walk away. And like it was hilarious. But for some reason, he always talked in like a really, really Hispanic, like Mexican accent. But then when customers would leave, he'd be like just normal. And I guess he did it just in case they'd freak out on him. He'd be like, oh, no habla inglés. That's what I do
for president.
I'm going to do that when I go to Japan too. Well, now I'm going to be honest. I don't speak Japanese, but like I'm going to go there.
It'll be easy for you to fake then. You know?
Yeah. No hable. They'll be like, what? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanishese. Damn, you
just kind of watch the Logan Paul video and do exactly the opposite of what he does, and it'll be fine.
God. Did you hear about that October meetup in Tokyo?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna be there so hard.
So you got to do Japan in October, and then October next year, you got to come here and join us over here.
Where, in South Korea?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm all about it.
So that's what Andrew and I were thinking, like Tokyo this October, and then do like a couple of days in Busan and a couple of days in Seoul in October 24.
That sounds awesome.
It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful time to come. The weather is perfect. The leaves and the trees are just gorgeous and immaculate. Oh, it's an absolute beautiful time to come.
Sounds so damn exotic. George says, you guys seen Chris from Mr. Beast as a straight girl now? Okay, so that being said, I'm gonna be honest, George. Now look, I gotta preface this with something. I don't have a problem with trans people at all. As long as you're fucking 18, fucking do whatever you want to do. I don't care. Now, that being said, I do suspect that there is a movement to farm clout by becoming trans. Look at, for example, every single post that Chris dude posts now on Twitter, where he's like, on HRT, look, I'm a girl, gets like 5,000% more feedback and engagement than anything he's ever posted. So it's so profitable to do it now. So somebody said to get attention. Basically, yeah, but it's profitable. So that I feel like that's why it's just so damn profitable right now.
Well, but it's concerning because now the one girl's named Jez or Jazzy, what's her face, that they started doing
like, that was on the TV TLC.
Yeah,
and they're like
that was all pre-pube stuff, and then now she's saying she still doesn't feel comfortable in her skin.
Yep,
and she wants to start dating girls because she thinks she's attracted to girls. So it's almost as if she should have been left alone.
Well, but her mom, her mom caused this because there's an epidemic in Munchausen's by proxy. Yeah. There's an epidemic of it right now, and these mothers are seeing how profitable clout and farming is for this. So they're like, oh, I can get my kid. Dude, there is people on TikTok right now. And I don't use TikTok, but I see one on Twitter every other day where it's like a man or a woman. And they're like, my daughter said that she likes monster trucks. So now we've started transitioning her into a boy and we plan on putting her on hormones. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding? And they're not doing it. They're not doing it to help the child. They're doing it to clout farm and get attention on themselves because they're getting famous on TikTok. So what do they have to do? They have to double down and keep doing it. And what do you do as a child, Jeff? When you're a child, what is your number one priority? Pleasing your parents. So they're like, you're a girl now. Okay, I guess I'm a girl. If I was 4 years old and my dad was like, you're a girl, you're a girl now, I'd be like, I would be upset about it, but I'd be like, okay, I'm a girl. And if they reinforce that shit every day, you're a girl, you're a girl, you're a girl. When I was fucking 15, 14, I'd be like, I'm a girl. Yeah, I'm a girl. 100%. I'm a girl. Right? Like I would. And then, of course, when you start thinking individually, like when you're 18, 19, 17, you're like, what the fuck? Hold on. I want to fuck bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So yeah.
But see, that's the thing is, at 18 years and 3 seconds old, I don't give a single fuck what you
Agreed.
do with your life.
Agreed.
You kink shamed, whatever, none of that. Just whatever you do, if you want to do it, and if it involves 2 consenting people, none of my fucking business.
Yep.
None.
Dude, I 100% agree. 100% agree. And that's the thing is, like, you'll see Twitter on Twitter every day. It's like somebody, man, they'll be like, it's a tragedy right now that states are trying to outlaw trans people's existence, and it gets like 100,000 likes on Twitter. How is that fucking possible when there is no law doing that anywhere? Maybe in Saudi Arabia, but not anywhere in America. There's no law doing it. The only laws that are being put in place is to prevent you from indoctrinating children or giving them hormones before they're fucking adults. That's it. The only law being put in place in 2 places, by the way. Keep in mind, there is no law preventing this, because people will tell you every day, oh, it's not actually happening, Jeff. No one's actually putting kids on hormones. There's no laws against it in this country. That is why there are states putting laws in place, because they don't want you cutting off a kid's dick when he's 9 years old. That's fucking psycho. They don't want you giving a girl a double mastectomy when she's 13. That's fucking psycho. That's all people are asking. There is no one out there saying, yeah, ban trans people in entirety. Right? 95% of people just want to be left the fucking alone. So that's the whole issue. They'll be like, and they'll completely misrepresent shit and tweet stuff like they're putting a law on the books to outlaw trans people. Lizzo did this the other day. Lizzo tweeted they're putting a law in Tennessee that will completely outlaw the existence of trans people. That law has nothing to do with trans people that are adults. It just prevents you from operating on children. That is fucking it. And of course, teaching them before the grade of 3rd grade in schools. That's it. And they're misconstruing it on purpose to piss people off that vote from their fucking emotions. And who is that? Women. Women vote from their emotions. So
I just must be old or some shit. I guess I'm just old. In 3rd grade, we're like, this is how you brush your teeth. This is how you wash your hands. It wasn't, let's talk about sex ed. Hell, that I think that was like 6th or 7th grade with the, okay, it's girls in the gym, boys in the lunchroom day. Yeah. And then you could have an uncomfortable discussion and watch some video about fruit. Yeah,
yeah, dude. Nothing ever happened. When I was in school, we had health class. We had health class in 5th grade. And it was pretty lame. Like nothing really happened. And then we had health class again in 9th grade. And it was a little bit more explicit, but I was fucking in 9th grade. So that being said, dude, there's books, for example. You'll look and you'll see a book that's in schools right now. And it's like how to jack off your boyfriend. And it's like fucking, it's like a 5th grade reading level or a 4th grade reading level with cartoons of them jacking their penises off. And it's like, they'll even squirt some water on your face when you do a good job. What the fuck is happening? And then, of course, in places like Texas, they banned the shit out of that book, as they should. And then what do people say on Twitter? They're banning books just like the Nazis. Yeah. They fail to tell you that book is giving you instructions on how to suck off your fucking... And
they're the ones that are trying to ban all of the other books, the normal books, the literature books. And Megan Fox did a good video where she reviewed some of those books that they were trying to ban. And it was like a porn show.
Yeah. Yep, 100%. Oh, let me. I don't think I sent Nick. Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. I did send Nick. He texted me just now. He said he's joining right now. I was like, oh fuck, I didn't send him the link. Yeah, he's joining right now. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. Sorry, I got on a rant real quick.
Am I gonna get sued for drinking this monster?
Dude, I have like 50 right here. So make sure you like the stream.
That's why I got the ultra, just because of you.
God, it's so fucking good. Even Nick said it. So me and Nick were in our suite in Vegas. And he was like, dude, I need something to drink so bad. And I was like, we were about to do the CAMELCAST, the 6th episode. And I was like, bro, I got like 30 monsters in the fridge. And he's like, I can't drink that shit. And I was like, all right, well, they're there if you need it. And he was like, fuck it, I'll grab one, just sip on it. And then he drank it. We were about to start the show. He was sipping on it. And he's like, this is the best fucking thing I've ever tasted in my life. And he's like,
yeah, I like the ultra and the orange ones.
So now, dude, every time I see him streaming, I'll pop into his stream and he's drinking one. I'm like, yeah, I got him. I got him on the monster train. They're so fucking delicious. Gotta love them. But yes, like the stream, guys. We're almost to the goal, and we're only 110 away from Fight Milk, 510 away from double Fight Milk. Disco Cobra, I love you. I appreciate you. Jessica Reloaded, up to membership. Tia, up to membership. I love you. We are. Let me look up here. God, we're 2 red boys from a red ass night and 1 pink boy from a rainbow night. Real quick, the Gold Boy crew today. They're really important to me. Lily Smith, Shredder, Mike, Jason, Ashley, Darren Kuda, 6 out of 10. We're 4 gold boys away from the gold ass night. The orange boys are the beautiful, damn gorgeous Steph LL and Vermin Infested and Disco Cobra. 2 oranges away from the orange ass night. 1 pink from the rainbow night. Get on it, dog on it. Somebody said is Legal Vice is going to do Naked Snake. I don't know. Are you going to do Naked Snake, Legal?
Nobody wants to see that. Let me get down. Let me get down 20 more pounds. And
I'm going to be honest. This chat probably does want to see that. They love this shit. Dude, who did it with me?
Yeah.
Somebody
Nick
did it with me. Quarterback Garrett did it with me. You know, he's a big dude, and he would look. To be honest, he looked great.
Yeah, but he's a quarter black.
Yeah, he had a American flag bandana. He looked great. Oh my god. What's Fight Milk, JJ? You'll find out. Well, you might find out. Can anyone in the chat tell me if we're allowed to change the name displayed here and how to do it, Lily? Oh shit, I have no idea. You probably just go to your profile up in the top right. Unless you're on a phone, then I don't know. But yeah, I can't change mine. I'm not allowed to, unfortunately. I lose my.
I hope nobody can hear this. My dogs are snoring like motherfuckers now. So
you don't hear shit, dude.
I can hear really loud.
Those some bitches. I don't know what it is. Okay, so I have a fat ass cat named Sushi. He's fat. Now he's a normal ass cat, and he's not obese like you know how some cats are. He's just kind of a fat cat. That some bitch snores so loud, it's hilarious. He'll lay right beside my head because he's weird and he's huge. Not only is he kind of fat, he's a big cat. Like he's bigger. He's almost as big as a Maine Coon, and he's not a Maine Coon. He'll lay beside my head. He'll just snore, and it's the sweetest snore because it's like high pitched. Because he's a cat.
Well, that's the cool thing because they do the snore purr thing. Where they
yeah, exactly. It's cute, dude.
These dogs, they just like
yeah. The dogs sound like freaking monsters. They're freaking fat as hell.
I will say this NVIDIA broadcast software that I installed cuts out most of this. That's a really sweet software. I love it.
Yeah, so I have a Rodecaster Pro that Nick told me to get because we were in Vegas and he pulled it out and he's like, let's shoot your stream on this because it has 2 ports for mics. And I was like, all right, cool. So we used it and I was like, man, this is the greatest thing ever. So I bought one. It has a built-in noise gate, built-in everything, built-in condenser, all built in. So I have it all set up. I don't have to do any post. I used to do it all in post. I would have to change everything. Now, nope.
Well, see, that's what I really, really hate is the way StreamYard thinks that you don't know what you're doing and needs to modulate your sound for you.
Yeah, fuck them. Well, it's because most people, man. Now I don't feel like it's this way anymore, but most people like when they join streams, they just got like an earbud in and they're using their laptop webcam, you know. Yeah. And now, granted, I don't think I've ever had anybody on my show that does that, but we're all content creators, you know. So, but yeah, like if you like got a random person, they wouldn't have that shit set up. Master Lions, by the way, 7th gold boy. Speaking of gold boys, Nick REKIETA.
Hey, what's up, brothers?
What's up, what's up, dude? We have been talking about some spicy shit tonight.
No, that never happens.
God, dude, we were talking about. So I gotta get your opinion on something. So there's a guy that's could be getting pardoned in Texas because a BLM protester aimed at AK-47 at them and he blew him away. What's your opinion on that?
This is a tough one. All right. So the background to this is a guy's an Uber driver, shows up. There's an Antifa protest. AK-47 allegedly gets pointed at the driver as the guy approaches. He goes pop, pop with the revolver, puts the guy down, drives off. Right. No one brought to the witness stand testifies that the AK-47 was pointed at the driver.
Right.
Only person who says the AK-47 is pointed at the driver is the driver himself to the police.
So that's the big one.
Yeah.
But let's consider something. Who are the witnesses? Only Antifa protesters.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only people around are people who are politically aligned with dead guy against the guy who makes the shot.
So, the name Custer mean anything to you boys?
So the problem we have here is this is a critical problem of the self-defense argument is when there's only one relevant witness, which is the self-defense witness, how do we verify their claim? And it's damn near impossible to actually do it. So in my opinion, what do we rely on? The presumption of innocence. We have to presume that this guy is innocent, that he is justified in his shooting, that he is making an honest claim. And unless we have reasons to seriously doubt his credibility, we got to say, I mean, this guy felt threatened. Do we have any reason to believe he's not threatened? Is his story inconsistent? Does he ever like laugh to the police interview and say, you know, that tag that fucking protester? Like, does he do anything to give us doubt to his story? And I don't see anything to doubt it. So Greg Abbott has made a very political move here to say, look, stand your ground in Texas applies. Motivated George Soros, DA in the most liberal city in the entire fucking state is where he gets prosecuted. And we're not going to let Texas not be Texas just because of some Soros dude. So and I agree with it. I agree with him on it.
So is this on video? Somebody said it is on video, but it's excluded from evidence.
Well, see, that's the thing. If it's not in court, it didn't happen.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and who knows why the video would be excluded? Maybe the video doesn't show the relevant time when he points the gun. I mean, maybe the video's at a bad angle. Who knows? Maybe the video has some. Maybe they determined the video is otherwise prejudicial because maybe the state didn't want to see that a bunch of people were smashing this guy's car or hitting his car or whatever. Because that's the other allegation is that the mob kind of surrounds his car and is banging on it and stuff like that. And we've seen that all over the place. So it's, you know, there's a lot of good questions, but if Abbott says that Texas is a state that recognizes the right to self-defense, and as governor, he wants to pardon this guy and say our citizens should not live in fear of a liberal prosecutor trying to overcome this long-held Texas tradition of self-defense and independence, then that's the right move for the governor to make. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Is the mob surrounding the vehicle an argument for self-defense?
Yeah, 100%.
That's what. Yeah. 100%.
You see the videos of the guys in the trucks running them over all the time because they're getting mobbed and you're defending yourself.
Do you like
out of the way?
It was the same as the hypothetical I posed to you, Jeff, earlier. It's like, would you rather hit these 4 people that, like, if you get out of your car, they're going to kill you, or you could just plow through them and then defend yourself later, or B, die to prove you're not racist? Fuck
Dude,
it.
could you imagine if they did that to you, but you were in a TRX? Like 1,000 horsepower truck, just like boom.
You, man.
See, and this is why having black boxes on your car, the dash cams, 4-channel is so important. Every car in Korea basically has at least a front and back camera on it. You get insurance benefits and stuff like for having those cameras in, and it would record all of this crap. Just do it. It's not that expensive. Get a 4-channel camera system, and you'll never have to worry about not having something on camera.
Yeah, I think, man, the most important thing is, you know, these people. I've seen videos, and it's self-preservation because I don't really understand that shit. I'm very aware of my surroundings, and I get really weird. I'm like looking around shit everywhere I go. But some people, they'll like pull up to a protest of like a crowd of people like blocking cars, and they'll stop and they'll get out of their car and then get the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
Why did you get?
Or they'll drive there on purpose to make a point and realizes it didn't go as they had planned.
And they're always like screaming, "I'm on your side," as they get their ass kicked. I love black people. What are you doing? They don't give a fuck.
That goes back to Reginald Denny in the LA riots. Like, hey, I'm just trying to turn left here. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, that poor man. God, he got brutalized. Brutalized. Ooh. Shredder. Here's another gold boy for you. Thanks for the thoughts. Can't wait to take my kids to see Mario. Heard it was great. Hopefully better than the 90s. I'm going to be honest. I liked it. I liked the 90s Mario movie.
Yeah, the 90s Mario movie was fantastic.
I fucking love that movie. I don't know why I love it so much. It freaking had the dude. It was Koopa. Freaking, God, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Dennis Hopper. Dennis Hopper is Koopa. That was awesome.
It was like this underground, like dystopian, like weird, like steampunk. I loved it. And I didn't understand that people hated it until I was like a teenager. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, worst movie ever." And I was like, "What?" I used to watch that shit all the time. Like,
yeah, I liked it, man. That was a fun movie. And the funny thing is, like, John Leguizamo's all pissed off now about stuff. It's like
because they cast a white man as an Italian. The shame, the shock of it all.
We're at this point now that like now it's like you can't even be. We've come full circle. Now it's like now it's Italians need to be represented. And I'm like, oh, okay, look, there's mob movies.
He's not Italian.
Yeah, he's
Italians
Hispanic
are
shit.
He's
sorta white.
Colombian.
Yeah,
Leguizamo's Latino.
His I think it's his grandmother is Korean, which is a weird thing.
yeah, he does look Korean as hell. I just noticed that.
That'd be John Reguizamo.
Thank you, Kim Hu. Kim Hu says there's a video on YouTube showing the protester aiming the gun at Daniel Perry. Well, apparently that was excluded from evidence, which, like they said, when it's excluded, it's fucking excluded, bro. Never happened.
But the thing is, so Branca's way better at explaining this because this is his wheelhouse. But I don't know that Branca automatically took Daniel Perry's side on this one. I'm not sure on it.
No, he was clear on my stream yesterday. He said I didn't see it. There's, it's somebody's word against somebody else's word.
Yep.
Right. And so, but my understanding is if you make a credible claim of self-defense, that is then it's incumbent upon the prosecutor to overcome that burden.
Well, they have proof. They hold the burden of proof, not you, right? So
yeah. But I mean, the problem is you've got a liberal prosecutor who is hell bent on doing this, and then you've got the jury pool of Austin, Texas. The worst jury pool you could have for a self-defense shooting in Texas is Austin. Yeah, I mean, just as a general rule, I mean, maybe there are specific places with specific demographics where you might have more trouble, but on an issue like this, Austin is a nightmare because it's California just brought into Texas.
Now I know it's not similar, but it reminds me of the freaking the shaman who was on video just being like led around the Capitol, like literally just led around and like looking at shit, and then he leaves, and then he was in prison for years, like or like a year and a half. Like that's insane, right? So it's just making a point. One of my friends actually was there January 6th, and all he was doing was filming, and he told me that the police just invited them in. They were standing at the door. They opened the door and said, y'all can come in. And they were showing them paintings and talking about it. And he said it was literally a tour. And then he went to jail for 2 months. My friend went to jail for 2 months. Like,
that's crazy.
Prison. And I couldn't believe it. It's fucking crazy. And he's like the nicest dude in the world. It's wild, dude.
Did you see the shaman though, when his lawyer first came out and made some statements? He's like, you have to understand, my client's kind of a retard. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm like, yes, that guy's a great lawyer right there.
He's like
kind of retarded defense.
Look, Joe, I'm a little retarded, okay? God, man, that's insane, dude. That's absolutely insane. Did you have you seen Mario, Nick?
No, I barely have time to go to the movies, but Drex just got here a few minutes ago. So it's possible that we will see it sometime this weekend with the kiddos.
Yeah, I'm trying to go see it next week. I got a lot of bullshit to go through. I don't know if I've told you this, but I got like 2 bogus ass. Yeah, I told you yesterday, maybe. I had 2 bogus ass like code violations on my house that are completely bogus. Like, what do you do about that legally?
I mean, so you get, I guess you could fight them. Right. Yeah. Like you could, or there might, so if it's a code violation, it's typically an administrative process until they start to impose the criminal charges for not complying with the code violation. But there should be some way to appeal that code violation. But it's not through a court. It's typically through the city inspector, like whatever inspection department did it.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. It's just like,
it should be on the form. There should be a way like to appeal this decision, call this number, submit your appeal here and be like, your guy is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's a garden hose. That's like diverting rainwater that I can literally turn off when it's not raining. And it says on the code violation, like you can't dump pollutants with the exception of rainwater. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's what it is. And then the second one was, it was like you have to fix a leaky pipe on your house, and I'm like, it's a overflow valve for it's a pressure relief valve for my hot water heater, And I looked up Alabama's code requirements, and it's within compliance. It's just supposed to drain outdoors. And they're saying it's a leaky pipe coming off my house. And I'm like, it's a pressure relief valve for a hot water heater. What the fuck?
That's weird.
So yeah, it's almost like, now I looked up the guy on LinkedIn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was a prison guard.
Yeah.
Before this.
That just means he wants you to fillet him. Fillet him, will go away.
Look, to be fair, the prison guard's probably seen a lot of leaky pipes, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, geez. Kim Who
wants you to blow him like a prisoner. He'll get rid of it.
Robert Gouvet has a filing from the lead investigator saying that he was not allowed to show evidence of Daniel Perry's innocence because his job was threatened by the DA. I don't know anything about that. Have you heard about that, Nick?
I haven't heard about that, but Gouvet is awesome. So like he's a great dude. He is the dude. His show is called Watching the Watchers. And he's a guy who is all about government accountability. He's a criminal defense lawyer down in Arizona or New Mexico, one of those two. And if that guy's got sources, I trust him.
That makes sense. Yeah, it just seems kind of like targeted, to be honest. Just seems targeted. It seems like something that they'll lose too, to be honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think all of it. It was in Florida, I think. What did Trayvon Martin? Where did that happen? Was it Florida?
That was Florida, yeah.
Yeah, and there was, that was a way more controversial deal. There was way more shit happening. The trial was huge, and it still fell under the Florida's stand your ground statute, right? So
no, it didn't. It went to trial. The Florida stand your ground statute would have allowed the case to be dismissed early if it was under stand your ground. Now, when they originally didn't arrest Zimmerman, they had cited stand your ground, but then of course there's a motivated DA up for re-election, ran on a campaign of like racial justice or whatever. So they then pressed the prosecution and went after Zimmerman for that. And they actually went into trial, and let's just say the state did not put on a good case.
Yeah.
And Zimmerman's lawyers put on an excellent case and properly had his, properly got the acquittal.
Do you remember when he was arrested and, or the photos of him were released and CNN went in and adjusted the saturation to make him look like a white guy?
Yeah. They whited him out a little bit.
Yeah. They made him look white because he's really dark.
Yeah. And they like were desperately trying to avoid the fact that he and his wife like were personal tutors to like two black kids.
Yeah.
For like education purposes, because they're like, he's a horrific racist. It's like he's sitting here tutoring these kids through their school and like has this long record of being like fully involved in like the community, that like a multiracial community and all this stuff. It's like, this is fucking insane.
Oh my God. It's like, dude, it's like, Your Honor, okay, my client can't be racist because he has black friends. I have black friends, sir. Do you not realize that I cannot be racist? That's my defense. 200 watt studio. It is my computer is kind of old. It's like a 3080 Ti, i9 9900 or something. It's kind of old now. I built it like 3 years ago. But yeah, hey, Lala Hartson, what's up, baby? How you doing? Hit the like button if you like cowboy hats. Appreciate you.
Hey, what's up, Lila?
50 likes away from the 800 like goal. Like in the honor of Mr. Jeff and Mr. Nick Rekieta. I appreciate you guys. And we are $70 from Fight Milk.
Ooh. Yay.
$4.70 from Double Fight Milk. Even Nick has it ready already. Look at that. He already knows. Man, dude, I tell you what. So
solidarity of the eggs. We're ready to go.
Did you see?
I got my other eggs in my other hand.
Yeah. Well, what a coincidence. I've got your other eggs in my hands too.
Ooh.
Did you see Nick, did you see the Star Wars scene for Mandalorian with Lizzo and Jack Black?
I saw the way that was actually from Star Wars?
Yes. That was not a parody.
It was a joke.
No, so did I until I saw it like five different places.
I just saw a frame of it, and I thought someone just posted a picture of Lizzo and Jack Black and were making a joke that was in Star Wars.
I thought it was SNL at first.
I did too.
Yeah. No, it was for real Mandalorian, and her acting was so bad. She was like, you have to now go to the planet of Paraguay in exile for your bad doings. And I'm like, is this real? Is this real? And they gave all the lines to Lizzo and not Jack Black, who is a seasoned actor, by the way.
Yeah, well, she wasn't acting, and Jack Black was being overacting Jack Black.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you did not appreciate me. And then
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd is just going, how'd I get into this?
And
Katie Sackhoff's laughing in the background.
It's so brutal. It's so brutal.
I mean, she's a seasoned actress too. She's just seasoned on the inside.
Oh my God.
Lots of salt and pepper and oil in that thing.
Ooh, doggy. Yeah, dude, she takes in at least 8,000 calories per day.
Oh, speaking of that, we had a family Easter today with the in-laws. And so they're like, this has been happening lately with our family gatherings. They'll create a Facebook, or we have a Facebook family group, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, they'll suss out what everybody's bringing, but I don't ever read, I don't read my own DMs. So I'm certainly not pulling up like a family messenger thread that is a mix of like who's bringing what plus general communication that happens.
Yeah.
And so it's always like the day before, and Lady Ragged's like, what are we bringing? I'm like, what do you mean? What are we bringing? She's like, oh, well, we're going to the family gathering. So what are you going to make? And I'm like, what? I have no idea. She's like, well, we need to bring something. Well, okay. Like what? So then I have to go and like scroll back and find out what everybody is bringing. And I found out that I needed to make kind of like an entree. So I made this white chicken chili.
Oh,
that just sounds great,
dude. It was good as fuck. Oh my God. And then, so I made this chili, shredded up chicken thighs in there, and like white beans, black beans, onion, poblano peppers, shitload of spices. And then when you get done with it, top it off with avocado, sour cream.
God damn.
And now,
God, it sounds great.
Now I got a bunch of tortillas, and I'm gonna make that into burritos.
Yeah.
Stuff those fuckers with that chili.
Yeah, dude. My God. Yeah. That's the one good thing. That's the one positive about not really having family anymore. Like, I haven't been to a family gathering in a long time. Like, it's been years.
You can come to mine.
That's true. And I will probably do that this year. But I never do family gathering shit. And so I've never had to make anything to go to anything. I just don't, because no one invites me. Now, granted, like the people that would invite me, they're gone. Like they died a long time ago. And my mom and dad don't like to celebrate holidays. They would rather just sit at home. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I guess I won't do none. So sometimes I'll have a Friendsgiving. And literally what that consists of is us like ordering like pizza and getting fucked up. That's pretty, it has nothing to do with like cooking.
That's how you express that.
Yeah.
We just get messed up. Disco Cobra with the first pink boy of the stream. It is now a rainbow night. Get the hell on it, diggity doggone it, Disco Cobra. We love you. We appreciate you. You're gold as hell. Swift kiss to your penis, my friend. Thank you so much, dude. Hell yeah. He says, so I know Cody's been busy, but have you had any downtime to play Resident Evil 4? Sorry if I keep bugging you. Dude, you're good. You can bug me all you want. I just love your live stream of classic games. I'm sure you'd love it. Dude, I want to play it so bad, Disco Cobra, but I've had to, like, today was the first day. Like, well, I did Nick's show yesterday. Thursday was my first day where I was free, and I was so sick I laid in bed all day. And now Monday I have to call these code people, and I have to put brake ducts on my car. I have a show Monday, Tuesday. I have to make sure I finish my car, get it ready. I have like 10 things on my checklist. Wednesday got a show. Thursday I'm off, and I have to load my car. Friday at 5 a.m. I drive to North Carolina. It's just not a second. It's crazy. It's fucking wild. I've never had a schedule like this in my life. It's freaking brutal. Thank you, 200 Watt Studio. Chris Lloyd took the job to fulfill his SAG healthcare requirement. Dude, it's awful. Absolutely awful. But yeah, I'm glad I swore off Star Wars years ago. Ain't got no time for that shit no more. No, thank you.
Yep.
No, thank you. They can eat my ass. I'll just watch porn. You know?
You can watch the Star Wars porn.
Exactly.
There is Star Wars porn, and they use the lightsabers to penetrate the women, which is even better. And like,
well, so you've seen it?
Oh, of course,
should have known.
Yeah, there's
glow stick.
The
Makes
little
the eyes light up.
You guys remember? You remember the little Jawas with the little hoods on that go Houdini?
Yeah,
yeah. I remember there's one, and like it was like a chick, and she looked like a Jawa, and like a dude was just bending her over and just duking her ass.
Was she a midget?
I don't know, but she had like human legs, but it was like a Jawa upper body.
Midgets have human legs too.
Wow, they got little legs. They ain't human. They're dwarfs. No, she had normal legs, is what I'm saying. I don't know, man. The midget porn's weird. Something weird about it. They got weird, like their legs are kind of fat, like baby legs. But but like midget dudes got fat dicks though. Isn't that weird? That's weird to me.
It's weird that you know that. That's the only thing weird about that statement.
Yeah, it's getting weirder.
How would you not know? So like they got little bitty arms, right? They got little bitty legs, but their heads are kind of normal size.
We should write a song like that.
They got little bitty torsos, little bitty pelvic regions. But by the luck of the gods, they got fat dicks. Like, thank God, right? There must be a God. Like I know I say I'm not religious. But there has to be a God. He gave him little everything. You get little ass cheeks, you get little arms, little legs. You look like a little baby. Now you do got a fat head for some reason, but you got little everything else. But by God, you got a fat dick. Thank God. Yeah, because have you guys not seen midget porn?
No, I don't watch midget porn.
I mean, how are you at this age without having Googled it once?
I mean, I have come across it, right? But I overlook it on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, of course they got like normal peepees.
Oh, hey, you got a new orange boy there. What's up, Bronca?
Law of self-defense. Well, now I know where I fit in hierarchy. Thanks, guys. Broken. Yeah. So I was supposed to see him Thursday at the range. Dude, I was so sick I couldn't get out of bed and I felt like a dumbass. Dude, I was so bummed out. I was like, I can't believe I'm gonna miss this shit. And I'm never sick, so it kind of sucked. Thank you, Bronco. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. I gotta get him on the show as well. I keep it's because his Twitter handle or his Twitter profile picture is not his face, so I fucking forget it's him every time. Thank you, Ryan Kuhn. High temp, high pressure valve is not supposed to leak. 12-year plumber, hire a pro to address that part. Hire a pro, Ryan Kuhn. Are you a damn piano tuner? You sound like a piano tuner right now. Hire a pro to unscrew your threaded relief valve and screw another one on with plumber's tape on the threading. You better hire a pro to take care of that threaded in fucking relief valve. I got to hire a pro to thread it in to charge me $400 to thread the fucker in to the fucking hole. God damn it.
Next CAMELCAST, you're going to be coming back with like all bandaged up from steam burns all over your face.
Dude,
and things.
I build cars and shit. No, dude, piano tuners are wild. So I was like, man, I need to learn how to tune my piano because I've been, I've built guitars. I've been working on guitars my whole life. And I was like, I don't know if it's similar. I'm sure it's similar, but I'm going to Google it just to make sure. And of course, it is very similar. You just check the temperament, obviously, because you're playing with keys all over the keyboard. So you check the temperament, you tune like 50 times. And there is like techniques to tuning sharp and then going flat so it stays in tune. So yeah. So I tuned my piano the other day, got it in tune, went through it. And over the next few days, I tuned it a few more times just to like fine tune it. And I look online, dude, the comments on these piano tuning tutorial videos are fucking brutal. It's like, you should never tune a piano unless you have 30 years experience and a master's degree in piano. You are going to destroy your piano, the beautiful instrument. You're going to fucking destroy it. How dare you spread this misinformation on tuning your own piano? You need to hire a professional right now. And I'm like, is this fucking real life? and it's
I would hire a piano tuner. I don't have time for that shit.
Well, yeah, but it's job security. It's just job security. The reason these people are so angry is because they're like, you better hire a professional because job security. I need you to hire me because I don't want you doing it yourself because that's $500 out of my pocket for you spending 10 minutes on an $18 part.
I just always figure if I can pay someone to do it for me, I'll do it. Yeah.
Dude, the water heater, I turned off my water earlier, went down there and I found the pressure relief valve. It's on the top. So I drained my water heater, turned the water off, and of course turned it off at the actual breaker box. And I was like, so I put my pipe wrench on the top and I turned it. And I was like, all right, cool. So it just threads right off. And I went and bought one at Lowe's, the same exact like model number. Bought it at Lowe's. And I was like, all right, cool. So when I had to get on my stream, of course, but tomorrow I'm going to go down there and thread that bitch back in with a new one and then reconnected to my piping, and should be done. That should be the it, so should be good. But yeah, somebody said $500 to tune a piano. Yeah. So I was quoted, I think $1,000 recently in my town to tune a piano, and it was a 4-month wait.
My God.
It was a 4-month wait.
Well, you don't have a basic upright piano either.
We have
it's a grand piano.
Okay, that might change things a little bit. We have a dude who tunes our upright. He's a old friend of Lady Ragged's family, and I think he does it for like $150. And he's been tuning pianos for like 30, like actually for like 30 years. So he does a good job, but it isn't $1,000 to do it. Damn.
I went down there myself. So I was like, you know what? I don't really want to wait 4 months because my piano is out of tune as shit. Yeah. Now it's close. It's not like an old piano or anything. I just haven't tuned it in years. So, and the guy was like, oh, it'll be like December or something, or sorry, it was like May. I called in December. He's like, it'll be May. And I'm like, the fuck? So I was like, nah, bro. Dude. So I just like got on Amazon, and I've got like a wrench. And which I found out later I could have just used my freaking ratchet, but it's fine. I bought the wrench for it and the felt straps, and I just fucking tuned it with my cell phone. And then I checked the temperament, and I tuned it all to the temperament. And then I played along with my music, and it was perfect. Now, look, it might not be concert pitch or freaking literally down to the cent, but I don't give a shit, dude. I'm just playing the bitch. I don't care. I'm not playing with a freaking concert. I'm playing it in my sitting room for fun. Like, so silly. So see,
a grand piano in his sitting room for fun.
Yeah,
what a fig.
You know how heavy it was, Nick? When I moved into this house,
I've moved a grand piano. It is a night I had to help out at a church because they're going to use the stage for a play performance, and they needed to move the grand piano down off that stage, and I had to help with that shit. And it is, oh my God, that was heavy.
Yeah. We had 4 full-grown men, like with our shirts off, and we were holding it, trying to go up the stairs to my fucking house. Oh my God, it was awful, dude. It was absolutely awful. Chris Topher says, make sure to back up the pipe when you put the valve on. Chris, why is that Mandy Summers? Who is that? Is that a picture of Mandy Summers in your? Why you got a picture of Mandy Summers as your profile picture, dude? What the hell?
Look, Camelot. Sometimes you don't ask these questions. You just let a man be. You just let a man be.
Just let him be. Let it be, let it be. We are $300 from Double Five Milk, guys. $300. We got like at least like 40 minutes left.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. A new piano costs $20,000 these days. Yeah. So the reason a piano has no resale value, and you can't really, no one's really buying them. They're not flying off the shelves. They don't really have the resale value. Why? Because it costs almost $1,000 to get them moved. More now, actually. So no one's really, dude, I've seen people put pianos on Craigslist for houses they're selling for free.
It's like a pool table.
Please take this. God. Ron Coon's gonna be mad at me. Here we go. Ron Coon said, you said it's supposed to do that. It's not. Don't hire a pro. Looks good for my house. Don't hire a pro. Looks good for my house. You made a dipshit statement. You didn't sound like you knew what you were talking about. What I said when it's supposed to do that, what, drip? No. Okay, so what I meant, Ron Coon. All right, don't get mad at me, Ron Coon.
Walk it back. Walk this back. Oh, my God. Listen to this man backpedaling harder than Lizzo trying to gain weight on an exercise bike.
That's not what I meant, Ryan. No, I said it drips. Now, look, how a pressure relief valve functions is when there's too much
pressure. Not how that works, Nick.
Don't tell her that.
When there's too much pressure in the hot water heater, or it gets over the temperature of 210 degrees, the pressure relief valve will cut on and it will drain, and relieve that pressure. That's what I mean by dripping. I don't literally mean dripping. Dude, I've already said, look, Ryan, I was on Twitter, okay, and I said the same shit. There was plumbers on my Twitter freaking the fuck out. It's not supposed to drip. And I'm like, fuck, I didn't mean drip. I meant fuck. You know what I mean? God damn it. And they're like, no, I'm a fucking plumber. You say it right, god damn it, or I'll fucking kill you. And I'm like, I'm sorry, fuck. I meant it turns on when it's fucking, I didn't mean it drips literally. And they're like, I'll fucking beat your ass. And I'm like, I'm sorry, god damn it. I'm sorry, plumbers. I'm so sorry.
My locals is asking why you don't recognize Bronca on Twitter.
Why the fuck is Bronca? What is it? Oh, there it is.
You said his Twitter doesn't have his face on it. There it is.
Dude, I thought he just joined the chat, or I thought he joined the stream. I was like, what the fuck?
How did he do that?
That's hilarious. Oh my
I
god.
didn't invite him.
I was like, oh my god, how do you get in here? He fucking comes in. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, thanks for Ryan Coon, by the way. I appreciate that. Cashette says, any Nick lawsuit updates? The lawsuit. Cashette.
Yeah, I mean, not really. We have a hearing on Monday, and the Monday is our hearing on our motion for summary judgment and the application of Colorado law and an anti-slap. I would not expect a result on Monday. This is a judge who probably is not dealing with a conflict of laws application of anti-slap for a Colorado statute on the regular, I'm guessing. So likely she's going to take the entire, she'll take the motion under advisement and probably, I think she is a clerk. Either she or her clerk will be doing heavy research on it, and we'll probably have a decision in 30 to 60 days. The good news is she stayed discovery and all progress on the motion or all progress outside of the motion until like mid-July. So she's built in a big buffer of time, and that's a pretty encouraging sign for something like this, because the whole point of the anti-slap statute, which in my opinion should not be necessary for this, and there's tons of case law that suggests an anti-slap statute shouldn't be necessary for this, but is to avoid that critically expensive step of discovery when there's nothing to discover. Because the point of filing a frivolous lawsuit is to get someone into discovery and punish them in expense and cumbersome work. And so we're trying to, obviously trying to win the lawsuit outright and avoid that step. Since she has delayed it, she's at least acknowledging that that is the purpose of this and not trying to push us through discovery while she makes a decision. So hopefully she comes to our side on it.
Oh, goddamn. What the hell? What? Okay, sorry. I'm blown away. Okay, so Ashton texted me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I noticed that she had a check mark on Instagram.
She
how the fuck are you verified? Because she didn't yesterday. Like, how are you verified on Instagram?
Oh, she buy it. You can buy them now, $15 a month.
Oh, on Instagram?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh shit, I'm gonna do that.
They
shit.
just released it like 2 weeks ago, a week or two ago. I got one of the messages. Because I applied for verification. I easily meet all their criteria. They're like, show an alternative social media platform. I'm like,
yeah,
check out this YouTube channel, motherfucker.
I hate that shit.
And then they denied me, and I'm like, how would you deny? Like, this obviously me, and it's linked on my YouTube. Oh god,
they were like, you need to have at least a YouTube channel with 100,000 and another thing with Twitter with 20,000 or 10,000, something like that. And I submitted for verification, and within like 6 minutes, they denied my ass.
It took them 2 months to deny mine, and I'm like, okay, I've got a YouTube account with 450,000 or something at the time I applied, like 450,000 subs.
I am.
And then
you don't
Twitter,
have titties. You're not going to draw people to Instagram.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if I was banned from Twitter when I did that application, though. I might need to reapply.
You might have been. Yeah, dude. Squid said, to be fair about piano tuners, they can get all the strings inside 2 cents by ear with a tuning fork and perfect with light shooter. See, Squid, that's the issue is. That's what the issue is. I don't care. Like, I just want it to be in tune, roughly, so I can play the bitch. Like, I don't need it to be like 424 hertz, whatever the fuck they tune it to. I don't remember. Like, I don't need to be, I don't care. Like, as long as it's in tune and I can jam it, I'm cool.
No, just keep telling us about how much you don't care. You're convincing all of us.
Yes, dude. The Star Wars porn with Yoda and an Ewok is great. Oh, I've never seen that shit.
Oh,
how have you not seen that?
I bet Yoda's got a fat dick in that one.
I bet he does.
My poor Yoda doesn't even have balls, so poor kid.
Have you ever seen the porn of the guy like fucking ET?
Oh, I've seen like the GIF of it. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen the like meme gif of it that comes up and it's like, oh Jesus.
Oh my God, he's just duking down fucking ET. It's hilarious.
Apparently, I'm doing this porn watch thing incorrectly because I have no idea anything you've talked about, Camelot.
You are not. You're doing it right.
I've gotten to the point where it's like, I just go to like whatever platform shows porn, and I just click a random video at this point.
I think that's where the argument for desensitization goes in, like where you just have to keep. He's to the point where it's like, I gotta have Yoda and Ewoks, or it just doesn't do anything for me.
Camelot's like, I can't even nut unless there's a disability on screen.
Yeah, she's over 4'1", no go. She gotta have those little weird fat legs.
Those weird fat legs make a weird fat ass too.
Very weird. And the vaginas always look like they got like hit with a grenade. What is up with like midget like women's vaginas? It looks like there was a grenade. They put a grenade in it and it just and then they like sewed it back up like crudely. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's what happened. Yeah, that's they talk about how rough it is to be a little person, but they don't tell you the real truth of it. That is part of the process. It's mandated once they turn 19.
Yeah, they grenade their vaginas.
Yeah,
dude, it is rough. God, it's rough. Yeah, and now depending on if they have primordial dwarfism, that's the weird one because then they got that voice. I don't like that shit. That's too much.
The Munchkin voice.
Yeah, they got the Munchkin voice, like the squeaky Munchkin voice as they're getting smashed.
Yeah, they don't have the Peter Dinklage. You're just small but proportioned.
Yeah. It's like too much.
To be fair, we've never heard Peter Dinklage's voice while he's getting smashed.
That's true. It could be squeaky.
Oh my God! Look at Nick's freaking Rumble statue back there, badass. Go badass over here. Wait, where's your damn YouTube plaque?
I don't know.
What do you mean you know?
I legit don't know where it is. It's somewhere in this office.
Is that a Rumble requirement? You got to get rid of your YouTube plaque?
No, I got it. I displayed it. I was super proud to get it, and then I set it down, and then it was gone.
Oh God!
One of my kids might have taken it. I don't know.
Man, I'm almost to 10K followers on Rumble, but freaking 100K seems like impossible on Rumble for me. Because it's like slowly but surely, but like, how do you even get to that mark without being?
You got to get banned on YouTube.
That's true. Yeah.
You got to transplant everybody at once. Otherwise, it's like you got to lasso one person at a time and bring them over. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't feel like I have a big enough following for that. Like, it just doesn't work, man.
I need to start uploading videos to like the video on demand content to Rumble and get that like going as well, because I do all my lives, but I don't upload to Rumble. Here's the problem. Rumble, I need you guys to fix this. I love you. I need an editor's access because I need my editor to be able to just upload those videos to Rumble without going through my login to do it, because I don't really like giving my login info to anybody but me for obvious reasons. And so on YouTube, you can add an editor and they go through their YouTube account and can do stuff for you. That's great. That's what I need for Rumble. Please.
Yeah. I probably should do that for my editor, like on my main channel. Do my alt channel on YouTube. My editor's putting up like 4 videos a freaking day.
Mm-hmm.
But like on my main channel, like I haven't put up a video in like 4 or 5 days, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was gonna film today, but then I had so much bullshit happened. And this goofy ass, my Xbox in the background broke, so I had to put a new TV on it, a new Xbox in it, and wire it, the LEDs back up. So that was 2 hours before the stream, so I couldn't freaking do anything.
Oh yeah, because you got that display Xbox.
Yeah. So like if you notice, the TV's half the size as it used to be. Because I found one in my garage.
You have infected me. And I don't mean the thing I needed penicillin for. I mean with something else. I was walking through Target today with my kid.
Yeah.
And I looked at in the Xbox case, they had a steering wheel with the pedals and all that. And I was like, oh man, a racing game sounds fun. I'm like, I haven't played a racing game in like 12 years. What am I talking about? Sounds fun. But it was like this $300 Logitech racing wheel, the G97 or something.
Yeah.
Do you have a racing wheel? Do you play racing games?
I used to. I have a T500 RS Thrustmaster. and I have like a seat, like a grid seat that you can sit in. I have a like shifter and all that, but it's been in my garage, or well, actually, I think it's in this closet now. Since I moved here, I haven't used it because I just have no time to set that shit up. But yeah, there's some games out there like iRacing. It's beautiful. It's fucking awesome. But now since I'm racing in real life, it's just finding the time to sit down and do that. It's rough for me.
See, I kind of want to play. It was like it came out last year, but late last year, November, I think. The Need for Speed game, the new one.
Yeah.
Because the last Need for Speed game I played was Hot Pursuit, which was pretty fucking awesome. It's like open world. You get to drive around. There's like a little bit of a highway system, and you get some fun like cityscapes that you can drive through. And so I can only imagine that since that came out in like 2009 or something, that this is a lot better. Yeah. And
the Forza games are really good. I love playing the Forza games.
People are saying it sucked. Shit.
Well, so when it comes to like racing wheels, you'll probably want to go more towards sim racing games. Like I actually enjoy Project Cars a lot on my racing wheel. A lot of people hated it, but I thought it was great. That Assetto Corsa is fantastic for that shit. And then of course iRacing, which is the most expensive option, but it's also
iRacing.
Yeah, iRacing is like it's subscription. Yeah, it's subscription based, and you have a monthly subscription. Then you have to buy every car you use, every track you use, but you have to like get license, and you get these licenses through driving safely and finishing higher in races above people that have a higher I rating, stuff like that. You increase that.
We play racing games different.
Yeah. The whole purpose of a racing game is to drive unsafely.
Safe as possible.
Yeah.
No, man, I want them to do, okay, so you know how they did Flight Simulator?
Yeah.
Microsoft did Flight Simulator, and what they did was they uploaded like all of Google Earth onto Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
And I want them to do that with the fucking highway system.
I thought they were going to do that with.
Could you imagine being able to drive anywhere that there is a satellite picture of a road in a game? God, that would be so fucking cool.
Couldn't they use procedural generation for that? Like they could make one model of a McDonald's, one model of a Popeyes, just get the licensing loosely or not, and just change the name of the places and get Hotel A, Hotel B, Hotel C, and then have it procedurally generate through Google Earth, and then have the whole fucking US. I thought they were going to do that with a game recently, and they never did. And I was like, well, I feel like that would be, decently easy. But I mean, then again, where would the market be? Like, I would
that would be so much potential, though, because you'd be like, oh, hey, Nick, let's race to each other's houses and see who get there first. You plot out your courses and race around things. That would be awesome, actually.
It'd just be fun to like go on a we'll use the Google Street View thing to generate the fucking we're going to go on a drive through a national park, even like you go tearing ass through fucking Yellowstone or whatever. That'd be a blast to do something like that.
Yep. I agree. Maybe one day. Yeah. Somebody said the Crew tried to do it. Yeah. That was the game I was talking about, I think, was the Crew. And it just never panned out for some weird reason. It just never panned out. And I guess you got to look at it as the market. Like, is there a market for either that? I feel like there should be, but I feel like
GTA.
You marry it up with something like Forza or Need for Speed, where you get the customizability of cars, and you don't have to worry about gas, and you make those cross country trips and stuff. That'd be fun, man.
Yeah, and then you
could run over hookers in Oklahoma and run from the cops, things like that.
Pit maneuver people on the interstate that are riding in the left lane.
Oh, hell yeah!
Fuck 'em.
Hell yeah!
Replace
you can do it in a Ford
headlights with machine guns.
Yeah,
they should let you make sleepers in these games, though, because like all the games, they focus on eventually, like every car is like pretty good new car.
Yeah,
but like they should have you like with a 1996 Crown Victoria with a swapped in V12.
Dude, I used to do that. Yeah, dude, on the old Forza game, and I used to take like a van, like a Dodge Caravan, and put a NASCAR Cup engine in it. It's just like, wow, just ridiculous. God, I used to love that shit. I mean, you could take
I saw a video of that where they had it was an actual drag race with a Dodge Caravan that had like 1,500 horsepower, and it just smoked some hot rod. It was so funny.
Yeah, dude,
you Dukes of Hazzard Dodge Challenger, and you got some guy this massive blower popping up out of the hood.
Yeah. God, it'd be beautiful. Yeah, that's what I would do. Why not do that in real life? Just get a Dodge Caravan, put like a 1,000 horsepower like old NASCAR SB2 in it.
I would go to prison, man.
That's true. Yeah, dude. God.
Could you imagine like doing that and trying to drive that lunky ass fucking caravan around with its shitty, like you would have to do so much work to the suspension and brakes on that thing to have that thing make any kind of speed. Oh my God.
And it also weighs like 1 billion pounds. So that's the biggest issue is how freaking much it weighs. Because like my race car weighs around 2,990 pounds, 2,980.
Nothing.
Yeah, which is what 700 pounds lighter than an actual like Mustang GT, just a stock ass Mustang GT.
Yeah, the GT. My car is almost. It's like 41. It's 4,180 pounds or something.
Wow. Jesus Christ, that's a heavy bit.
Heavy as fuck.
And there's even there's race cars like late models and shit that would weigh like 2,500 pounds, and they have you could have an engine in there that has 800 horsepower. It's freaking wild, dude.
Have you seen the Hennessy F5?
I have not.
Okay, so you're familiar with Hennessy though, right?
Yeah.
They have a custom car, like they build them themselves, and it's pretty fucking sick. It's supposed to be like the fastest road car, fastest production road car. It competes with the Chiron, but it's 1,800 horsepower slapped into that little bad boy, and it weighs nothing. I mean, it's all carbon fiber, the carbon frame, and then like this paper thin fucking body over it.
Damn,
that steering wheel's gorgeous.
It says 1,800 horsepower.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How's it even possible?
It uses a V8 too. I don't know.
Idles at 90 miles an hour.
You know the Ford GT uses the fucking EcoBoost engine. Did you know that shit?
I did not know that.
What?
Yeah, it uses a 550 horsepower EcoBoost.
Why would you buy that?
Because it's just fast as fuck.
Yeah, but still, like, God, it has to be a V8 or higher. I'm not about that life.
I don't know, man. It looked fun as shit to drive. I was watching a review on it. So dimensions.
Why has it got to be in kilograms? What do they think I am?
Multiply. Hold on. Let me get my calculator out. So curb weight we're looking at 1,385 times 2.2, 3,000 pounds. That's a little heavier than I thought it was.
Well, considering how much power you have, that's pretty lot.
Yeah.
God damn. It's wild, dude. It's wild as hell. I'll never have anything like that.
Just got to win a few more races.
Shit. You know how much I get paid if I won? $1,700. What am I do with that shit?
Got to win like 100,000 more races.
If I climb the ladder, maybe, but shit. You don't get paid like that anymore. You have to pay now. Racing's not how it used to be. Now you pay to race. You don't get paid to race. Back in the day, Jeff Gordon, Earnhardt Jr., those guys were paid like $30-40 million total a year in sponsorship obligations and all that shit. So Jeff Gordon's a billionaire now, right? Mm-hmm. Now, almost every single driver that races in NASCAR or even Formula One, they don't even have a salary. They pay, like their father pays like the team $40 million a year to fund the team's like program. So they don't actually get paid. There are a few Formula One drivers that still get paid. But unfortunately, nope. That's no longer a thing anymore. It's kind of sad.
Fuck.
Makes me sad. It's dead.
So these guys all just get paid through sponsorships then?
Well, I mean, they don't really need the money. They're all violently rich anyway. So, but they got into it because this is how you get into racing now. Your father has to have been a previous racer that's famous, or your dad's the CEO of a company. Sweet. It's actually kind of funny if you go through the list of drivers in Formula One or NASCAR that are younger, not the older ones. Almost every one of them have a father that's a CEO of some corporation that actually sponsors the car.
Well, and that's where the danger comes in, because that was the deal. That for 2 seasons, F1 had had a Russian racer on there. His father was just an oligarch that paid for his position on the team, and they eventually just got rid of him because he was dangerous as fuck on the track.
I forget his name now.
God, I
Yeah.
wish that was me.
He raced for Haas, I think it was.
Yeah, and then Lance Stroll, he races in Formula One currently, and Nikita Mazepin. Lance Stroll,
Yeah.
his father, I'm pretty sure owns not McLaren. Fuck, it might be McLaren. No, it's not McLaren. Shit, it's the green team. It's Aston Martin. There we go. My brain had to go to my brain place. So yeah, he races. Lance Stroll races for Aston Martin, and I'm pretty sure his dad owns Aston Martin now. So that's the only reason. Now, granted, he doesn't ever do shit, so that makes a lot of sense. Fernando Alonso is out running his ass every weekend.
Yeah.
Mandy says, I'm Nick's mechanic, and he's going to make me pull my hair out just like Mark Randazza eventually.
Yes, Mandy.
Here's another
We
five
need you bald and frustrated.
5 for the Goomba. Yeah, Nina Infinity coined the phrase calling my penis the Goomba because it's like all head and nothing else. So she said my penis is Goomba. And then my buddy sent me a picture on Twitter of a Goomba that had foreskin coming up his neck. And I was like, God damn it.
Oh, God.
God damn. Really? You really going to do this to me? Jesus, Mary. Everybody in the chat, make sure you guys like the stream. We're 100 away, and we're only 270 away from double Fight Milk with a little bit of time left on the clock. Make sure you get your love in. Get the hell on it, doggone it. So what do you have planned, Jeff? Are you going to any of the things this year? Are you going to Matsuri?
Yeah, I'm going to Matsuri.
Ooh.
Can't wait. We'll be doing that. Definitely doing that.
We'll be getting messed up, dude. I'm excited.
Me too.
So fucking fun.
Is there anything else, or is it just Matsuri you're doing?
Well, I get my 2-week vacation a year, so we'll spend 3-4 days in Texas and the rest back in Utah visiting the family. So kind of locked down. Then, October in Tokyo, just take a day off work and do a weekend.
Oh hell yeah! Well, there you go. How far away is Tokyo from you?
Like an hour-and-a-half flight.
Really? Fuck.
Yeah.
Fast as hell. I can't even imagine how far it is from my dumb ass. God.
It's about
far.
It's about door to door is probably about 24 hours for you.
Oh my God. That's going to be
14.
a damn nightmare.
14 crossing the ocean.
I don't even like flying for 3 hours. Because it's not because I don't like flying. It's because I'm just tired of being on this plane.
You're going to be locked in a tube for 14 hours. Get used to it.
Oh my God. Hyper Shada says, this is the best I can do. A pink battleship stole my wallet. A pink battleship rabbit stole my wallet. Jonathan Ferrier says, how do you make $1 million racing cars? Start with $2 million. Exactly. 100%. That is that's how it is. It's unfortunate. What do you have planned, Nick? I know I talk to you every damn day, but still.
Everything.
It's a busy month coming up here. The end of April. I'm going to be in Philly. And then let's see. Then I'm home most of May. I think I'm home pretty much. Like, I don't have any planned stuff in May. Although it was 47 degrees today here, which sounds cold. I'm gonna tell you, it sounds cold. I'm in sandals and a t-shirt, and I'm like, it is summertime. I'm dancing in the street. It's so fucking warm. The snow is gone from all roads and driveways, and so of course I was driving my Mustang to get some shit done, and I finally got a mount for my phone until I can get some cameras permanently installed in it.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna do some definitely not live streams, because that doesn't sound legal, but some pre-recorded videos where I answer the chat on locals coming up in that thing real soon. But I need to get a dash cam that looks out, and I need to get an interior camera that looks in. There's a package for it, but I gotta find someone who will install it.
You'll be the coolest Uber driver ever.
But for now, I'm gonna have just the camera mount so I can record like some driving around videos and stuff. But it's gonna be 65 in like 3 days, and it hasn't been 65 in like 6 months. So I'm so fucking excited for that. And so
then
still
that time of year where it's going to be 65 tomorrow, and then on next Tuesday it'll be 12.
It's possible, but I'm hoping not. And so once that happens, I'm going to try and get some of the local, I want to do local meetups whenever I have like a weekend that maybe Lady Rackets and I can shoot out for like a 3-day weekend, drive somewhere, stay overnight, do a get together with some people in like, I don't know, St. Louis or Chicago or, Milwaukee, somewhere where you're going to get shot, right? Any of those places. So I'm hoping to start those up in at least by May at least. And then in June, I got a little mini vacation at the beginning of June that's going to be fucking great. And then it really kicks off with Matsuri in August, and then September Nashville. So,
Well, goddamn, hell yeah,
yeah,
freaking awesome, dude. Real quick, King Xerxes has been watching Camelot and Nick for a few years, starting my transition. Not that way, you sickos. From YouTube to Rumble, keep up the good content, and they became a monthly supporter for the memberships now that are on Rumble. Thank you so much. Holy shit,
nice.
Real quick, I gotta cover this real quick because we were talking about 2 seconds ago. Douglas says the average NASCAR salary is 100 to 250K. Yeah, so that's a on paper tax write-off thing. So for example, Daniel Suarez may make a couple $100,000 on paper in salary, but his father, the CEO of Eris, which was the primary sponsor for Daniel Suarez for about 5 years straight, was giving the team about $25 million a year in funding. So he's not technically making a salary. His dad was paying his salary. But that's how that works. Don't use Google for everything and information because it's not really very helpful. If you Google what's a NASCAR driver's salary, it's going to just fucking tell you some random ass bullshit, but it doesn't really mean anything. For example, in 2004, Jeff Gordon made like $18-20 million in salary, but he was actually making that in salary. Like that's the difference now. So anyways, that being said, thank you, King Xerxes. I love you, dude. I'm so damn excited. So damn excited for Matsuri and anything else, really. I mean, we got the September thing.
Yep, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna definitely try and make it down to San Antonio to pop in on Donut and Brandon Herrera and shoot some fucking guns.
Yeah, I hope I get invited back after fucking up and like not being able to go because I was so damn sick. So but you know, if you can, then that would help out. So if you go, I'm sure I'll be able to go.
Well, that looks so fun. Runkle and Bronca's videos looked like it was so much fun.
Yeah, dude, I was so jealous. God, I was so jealous. Damn, how could I do this? How could I do this myself, Nick?
I don't know, but we'll like I said, we should find a time to make it so that we both go down there at the same time. Because
dude, God, that'd be wild. Freaking get like 30 hookers and take them with us to the gun range.
Come back with 3 or 4.
Exactly. Because they ain't got
come back with a big hospital bill.
They ain't got no families. Ain't got no damn families.
You just need a Tesla to stuff them all in and shoot them into space when they're gone.
Jesus, man.
How many hookers do you think Elon threw up in that Tesla?
Oh my God. How many hookers do you think he gets a week?
Oh man.
God, well, he's trying to repopulate the earth because that's what we need. He and his freaky weird father.
You got to be an awkward motherfucker to have to get hookers, like as one of the richest men in the world.
I just think it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's a business deal. You don't have to worry about gold diggers taking half of your shit because you become attached to them.
Because if it's actual business transaction, I guess they couldn't fucking sue you or some shit or try to make up some bullshit, right?
Well, that's the stereotype. You don't pay the hookers for the sex; you pay them to leave. So, just go away. Here's your money. Get out.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's got a private jet. He can just shoot to where it's legal if he wants. He probably doesn't need to, but he can just shoot to where it's legal at any time.
Yeah, that's true. You can go to Malaysia, dude. Have you ever seen that shit?
I was just thinking, like, Nevada,
like Indonesia. Oh yeah, no. So I watched like
fly all the way across the damn planet.
It might have been a documentary. I can't remember. It was when I was younger. It was where like rich men, rich men would go to Indonesia to get like 10-year-old Indonesian hookers. Fucking crazy. And they would eventually get arrested when they came back. Like after they went a couple times, somebody launched an independent investigation. They actually ended up getting arrested.
And it was went to prison. Yeah.
To be very clear, you cannot go to Colombia and bang a 16-year-old prostitute. When you come back, if they find out you did it, you will be arrested and prosecuted under U.S. law.
Yeah. And
underage sex tourism is not legal. And also, if you want to do that, you should find the wall and put yourself on it.
Yeah, it was always extremely wealthy businessmen that were getting arrested for that. God, could you imagine? Gosh, that's so despicable. Wall every day of the week, every damn day of the
go
week.
somewhere like, I think the Dominican Republic has like legal prostitution and stuff, and it's 18 plus or whatever. Like, there's a bunch of places that people can go. They don't have to go. A lot of people like talk about going to Thailand or whatever, but you don't have to go that far.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think I've ever
just
been
living
anywhere.
in it.
I think the closest I've been to legal prostitution was when I went to Vegas, but I didn't go outside of Vegas. So it's not legal in that city.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think Costa Rica has it.
But it's not, it's one of those, it's illegal, wink, wink.
Yeah. As long as it's called an escort and not a prostitute.
Well, see, escorts, you are not guaranteed a sexual encounter with an escort, technically speaking.
Yep.
Yeah. You hire them for their company and they get to make the decision on if they spend it that way. Now, of course, I mean, most of the time that's what they're doing.
Oh, see, it's the old Archer thing, though. They're call girls, but when they're dead, they're just hookers.
Yeah, and what it reminds me of is the underage thing is, I keep seeing, I don't know, have you seen this, Nick, where there are people like Lizzo, for example, tweeted this out the other day, misrepresenting shit, saying that states like Tennessee are attempting to pass laws that will make it illegal to exist as a trans person in Tennessee, when in actuality the law has nothing to do with that. It's just preventing children from getting their dicks cut off.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And it's already getting taught at like second grade about that shit.
Counter argument. Can you even exist as a trans person unless you're trying to have someone else's kid's dick cut off?
Yep, exactly. Because they're always coming out.
And I say that as a joke because obviously there's a bunch of trans people who really don't give a shit about any of that.
Agreed.
They just want to live their life. Like they're like, I transitioned and I'm good. But that's not how the people writing these articles think about trans people. They've so pigeonholed trans people into this monolith that they must all do this thing. This is the only way trans people can think. And that's how they write every fucking narrative and run every fucking campaign. And it drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah, 100%. It's kind of like the if you don't vote left, you're an Uncle Tom. Like when it comes to Black Americans thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like if you don't think exactly as everyone else does, which is, and people will say, well, it's not happening. And they'll say things like, there's an extensive process for them to ever consider something like that on an underage person. And then there was that lady that testified that was a psychologist that said she quite literally will recommend a double mastectomy if a girl just says one time in a 5-minute session that she feels like a boy at 13 years old. She'll recommend it immediately with no warning.
Yep.
There is no year-long process. It is immediate. Absolutely immediate. Yep. That's insane to me. That's absolutely insane to me. And people think that, oh, well, you're like everybody that's in favor of any state or any of these bills are against trans people. It's like, no one's, most people that I know, including me. Now, look, I don't speak for everybody, but I don't have a problem with trans people when they're adults. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want to do. If you're an adult, have at it. But when you start bringing children into it, it starts getting way fucked upper. Way fucked upper. You know
fucked what I'm upper. I like that one.
Way fucked upper.
What Alabama has done to the English language is only good.
Way fucked upper. X-Moon says, would you marry Lizzo for the money? She dead at 40. Well, how old is she now? Hold on. Let me look how she looks.
Hopefully
like
39 and a half.
Looks pretty old. Which that's just could be the fat in her.
The oil will keep you looking young. Trust me.
Yeah, if I'd marry her and she's dead in 6 years, yeah, I'd marry her for the money.
6 years.
I give her a charity smack. No, I would just fucking cheat on her, dude. What the fuck? No, I just fucking, I ain't gonna stay loyal to this bitch. Now, if I had to stay loyal to her, yeah, I probably couldn't do that. But no, I'll act the act, boys. I'll walk the walk.
What if you didn't have to stay loyal, but you had a minimum quota smash, like once every 2 days?
Oh my God. I would have sex with Lizzo like 800 times.
And when you were when you were using your hall pass, so to say, she got to watch while eating a bowl of mac and cheese. And by a bowl, I mean a mixing bowl.
You're making this harder, man.
You're just sitting there slurping up mac and cheese with coleslaw on it. Making that
A little bit of ketchup on top.
sound while you're sitting there trying to smash. You're like, God, this is never gonna happen.
But you know she can cook a mean mac and cheese, though.
No, that's not true, Jeff. Dude, fat fucking morbidly obese people, they're not gourmet. Like the gourmet is a little fat. When you're morbidly obese, they eat the like worst fucking grossest shit. They don't even care. It's like I've seen people that are morbidly obese, they eat like Debbie cakes that are god awful and the worst quality food possible. They just shovel it in.
I'm not gonna lie though, like I love like a gourmet mac and cheese, like a homemade mac and cheese with some good ass cheese sauce, like a heavy cream sauce, some good cheese melted in.
Yeah.
But I fucking love Kraft.
Yeah, like just a little bit of extra milk so it's a little floopy. Oh yeah.
Or just extra
butter. With the
and
extra butter. Yeah, exactly.
I will crush an entire pot of that shit in 10 minutes and I will be like, oh, I feel bad about my life.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's nostalgia. It's like ramen. You know, you just, that's what you ate as a kid. Kraft macaroni and cheese and 10-cent packages of ramen. You learn to do things with them. Put the tuna fish in it, or you throw in some peas
and
hot dogs. It don't matter.
Oh my god! Split
the worst mistake I ever make is I'll like whip together a pot of mac and cheese for the kids sometime. You know, I try not to buy that anymore. We get the Easy Macs. So they can just make it themselves because our kids are very like a la carte because we have a couple that are really picky and a couple that will eat damn near anything. But when I do make like a whole pot of it and like you serve it all up and there's like a little tiny bit left at the bottom, you just take a spoon like, oh, okay. And you're like, oh, I have chosen poorly. This is so fucking good.
That's why you always mix it with a wooden spoon because it sticks to the wooden spoon. You have no choice but to lick it off.
Man, I remember thinking, okay, where I was when I was growing up, you know, once I got out, you know, I moved away, you know, I got in my relationship and I was, you know, I didn't need ramen anymore. I'm like, I'm gonna start eating like, you know, high quality. We're gonna eat more things. And now in my mid 30s, dude, I have that chicken and that beef ramen in my cabinet, the Manchurian or whatever it's called. I'll see that bitch in there and I'm like, bro, I will fuck that up. I love it. I fucking love it. Gotta love it. Like,
crazy. The ramen's so good.
That's the great thing about Korea is like the instant ramen aisles in the stores here look like the cereal aisles back home. Just floor to ceiling, two rows either side, full of different kinds of ramen.
And girls, dude, I date a girl or hook up with a girl that's like trying to be all bullshitty. I'm like, dude, I want me some ramen, bro. And she'll be like, oh, I know. There's this really cool ramen place downtown, and it's got gourmet ramen. And I'm like, no, bitch, I want like,
I got a microwave, ho.
Yeah, I want like 20-cent bullshit ramen. I don't want no fucking. That's the whole point. Is it's got to be the cheap ass bullshit. God, I love that shit. Swiss Gar says, have you ever considered trying to get into Cletus McFarland's Crown Vic Racing? Yes, but I haven't talked to him. I did. Me and Donut talked about it a little bit, but I haven't talked to him. I need to talk to him. Tech Crisis on Rumble says, I'm torn between us exiting jurisdiction past its borders and pedos going on the wall. That's true. Meme Comics, thank you. Says the government PDF from San Fran. You can declare yourself as. All right, I'll click that here in a second. Thank you, Meme Comics. I appreciate that. We'll go over locals here at the end because there's a freaking bunch of locals donations. Wild as fuck. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Swiss Car. Oh, by the way, we are like 2:30 from double Fight Milk. We're about to do Fight Milk though. We're closing in. We're like a few minutes away. But you are 2:30 away. So keep that in mind, bitches. Keep that in mind. We're close as fuck. But yeah, dude, God, I fucking love it.
Okay, I got it. Ooh, that was a lot of work. I got your instant ramen right here, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, those are do not eat alone. I love the warning labels on that.
4,184 calories, baby.
What the wait, is that like one thing?
This is one ramen.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the translation says absolutely don't eat alone.
Yeah, great.
Ooh. God. God, it sounds awesome.
I got to do a mukbang of this one time where it's just, I'm just going to try the whole thing. Here it is. Just.
Oh my God.
It looks like a fucking chafing dish.
Dude, when I come to Minnesota, that's when you need to wait, and we'll get drunk off whiskey and just eat 4,000 calories of ramen. God,
Holy shit.
absolutely, dude. So, where did you order that from, or somebody sent it?
Someone
to
sent it to me.
you? No one sends me cool shit like that.
Yeah, someone in Japan. They sent me a whole box of fucking snacks from Japan. They sent me a 2,000 calorie ramen, and then they sent me the 4,000 calorie ramen. I gotta learn these damn instructions though. Jeff, do you speak this version of Moon Rune or only the other one?
Follow the pictures. Just add water, put in the sauce, cover it up for 3 minutes, and eat.
Boil it.
But you gotta
ramen.
drain out the sauce too. It's got a little drain vent, so you pour out the extra, I guess.
Okay, so that's like the mix-up kind, where you just mix it up and it's all oily and hot and spicy.
Oh god, it's gonna be so good.
It's the size of a lasagna.
Oh,
cake.
check English version of the details from here. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool. It's got a QR code I can scan.
Justin says in Japanese it says Lizzo size. Lizzo
Aperitif.
edition.
Lizzo's
Oh my God,
aperitif.
Nick, you need to take a picture of that bullshit, like with it beside you, and be like, "I got the new Lizzo edition ramen, 4,000 calories." God, that would be viral as fuck. You get lit up, dude.
I'll Photoshop her face on there somewhere too.
Yeah, just like her smiling in that goofy fucking Star Wars uniform she had on.
Oh god, that was so horrible looking too.
God,
You've got to see the video. It's just atrocious.
yeah, it's brutal. It's so brutal. I don't know where we got to a point where we just don't get actors anymore. We're just like, oh, let's get Flea from Red Hot Chili.
Hey, you know what? You shut your fucking mouth. Because you know what Flea was in, and he was great in it.
What was he in?
Oh, he was in something.
The Big Lebowski.
He was in.
That's right. He was one of the nihilists.
Yeah,
Sort of the nihilists. We believe in nothing.
He was also in. He was in Star Wars Obi-Wan.
Was he?
Yeah, he was chasing Leia around or some shit.
We had metal jockstrap Sting in Dune.
Yeah, I don't watch Star Wars either. Star Wars is atrocious.
Especially once they finally confirmed that the fucking Jedi were groomers. Fuck them.
Well, I mean, there is no other explanation. They were groomers in every sense of the word, right?
Yes. Also, mind control plus children. Like, I don't trust them.
In a sacred temple where no one else can go and watch.
Are we assuming that are we just going to assume that like there wasn't one crazy ass Jedi that was just duking all these kids?
I'm assuming all of them until evidence comes otherwise.
Yeah. See, Anakin was doing the Lord's work by just removing the temple.
They were supposed to be celibate, right? But they're getting their rocks off somehow. Why were they able to be so celibate? Yeah, it's because they were depositing the loads in all the young ones.
I'm sorry.
Oh God.
God damn. That would be wild.
Yeah.
If they made now that would get
don't. Don't finish that sentence.
No,
do not finish that sentence.
Could you imagine if the fans' reaction if they made a new Star Wars trilogy and the trilogy was about uncovering the fact that the Jedi organization from thousands of years ago was actually an organization where these Jedi were raping children and younglings?
They told you not to finish that sentence, Camelot. You
Would that
did
be
it anyway.
crazy? That'd be fucking crazy. Because you imagine
it would be crazy.
The fans would be livid. They would be, how fucking dare you? But I mean,
I think Palpatine was misunderstood. My whole theory is that he's the good guy. Can you imagine like Star Wars playing out in the US? Like, you have an international organization that is effectively above the law, influencing and aiding an active rebellion within your country. So you elect a prime leader to consolidate control during a time of war and hostility against this overt rebellion to try and shut it down. And then you're the bad guy? Like, fuck this. Yeah. All you're trying to do is negotiate a trade deal with the Federation so that you can have increased goods and commerce for your citizenry. And then somebody out there, like some random non-government organization self-appointed regulatory body with magical superpowers and laser dicks that they stab into everybody who fucks with them, who can mind control you and everybody else to try and get them to not support you. And again, you're the bad guy. How is you wrong? And the only way they can do it is like, well, he's a bad version of these other guys and they're good because. It's like, well, because why? What makes the Jedi good in any way? No, they're not there to be good. They're there to bring balance. Balance is neutrality. Neutrality is equalness of outcome. It's another word for equity. These motherfucking space commies try to take over a good goddamn capitalist society, and we're supposed to root for the damn communists?
And you're just trying to have an election, and they come in with stormtroopers, and they try to take over the government in a coup. Come on.
Can you imagine this? And again, we're supposed to support the rebellion against an ordered society. Insanity.
But to be fair, Nick, Palpatine was real old looking and creepy looking, and he was like,
But he didn't sniff children.
That's all we needed to see was the fact that he was like, dark side me, and they're like, oh, that's definitely a bad guy.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I mean, he was grooming Anakin at 20, but he was legally of age, so it's fine. That's when he turned Anakin, right? He was like 21, I think.
He turned out Anakin.
Yeah, he turned his ass out. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was after Obi-Wan wore it in.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
my God. Chininator says, is it bad if I'm 30 and just recently saw The Princess Bride for the first time a couple weeks ago? Is it also bad? I thought it was overrated. Just kidding. I thought it was great. Yeah. I saw it for the first time when I was 27 and I thought it was awesome.
It's a good movie, man.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't know who's rating it too high for you. I don't know what that means on overrated. It's a great movie. It's well acted. The story's fantastic. And Fred Savage is in it, sounding as old and grizzled as the grandpa who's reading him the book.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. The first time I ever saw The Big Lebowski, I didn't really care for it. And I only started to like it the more I watched it. And now I love this shit.
Dude, I watched it on Twitch the other day because it's on Prime Video right now, and did the watch party for it. And I was like, God, I love this movie so much. And my favorite scene, I almost become a bitch every time I watch it. I'm not even kidding, is when Donnie dies and Walter does his eulogy. Yeah. And he spreads the ashes and it all flies in Jeff Bridges' face. And Jeff Bridges is like, you fucking asshole, you had to bring Vietnam into it. And John Goodman, in the most earnest and sincere moment, he just says, dude, I'm sorry. Dude, I'm sorry. And you could see it. It's like, because the whole movie he's ragging on Donnie. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. But he loved him. And it's like, God damn it. Why did you do that so well? Because I'm sitting here and they're welling up and I'm sucking them back in. I'm like, get a fan, dry these fuckers out. Cause it's pure and it's a perfect scene. Oh God. It's so good.
I love it. I fucking love it. And my favorite scene is the marmot when they throw the freaking, the ferret on him.
Yeah.
They throw the ferret on him in the bathtub. He's like,
that would be so fucking terrifying. Right on his dick.
Marmot. Oh my God, dude. It's insane.
My favorite line from that movie is right at the beginning. When the guy who played Lucifer in Supernatural is one of the two thugs who jumps him right in his house. I'm looking at him. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I recognize this guy and I can't remember why. He's Lucifer from Supernatural. And he's pulls the bowling ball out of the bag. He says, the fuck is this? And Jeff Bridges just says, obviously you're not a golfer. Oh God. Fucking love that.
That's one of those movies that is just start to finish. Every line is a quotable line in that movie.
Yeah.
You could literally choose any random line and say that's your favorite line from the movie.
Yeah. Literally everything. Every damn scene. Every damn scene. Real quick, bitches. We are 2:20 from Double Fight Milk. That's how long you have until I go get my fight milk. I'm gonna go get my fight milk. I'm assuming you guys already have yours, so I'm gonna go get mine. So speak to the chat for 2 seconds while I go get my fight milk.
Oh my, he's leaving the chat in our capable hands.
That was.
Should we do it in overdubbed Japanese voices?
That's how I do my regular life anyway.
Oh shit!
And you just gotta talk like this too. It makes it more authentic.
You have to take a like this. Have you ever done fight milk before? Have you done anything like this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My the 2 fucking Fridays ago when Camelot was on, I did 7 of them, $200 a piece.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
That was a bad decision because I thought it would be like I mixed up the eggs because I didn't know I was just supposed to have them whole, and I thought, well, it's got to just taste like eggnog. It doesn't.
No, it tastes like
Not
vodka.
at all. Yeah.
Mostly it tastes like vodka without the burn. Although today, or for me, because I've been using vodka, although today I'm going to use this copper bottom single barrel rum that was sent to me by Stephen Gosney. It's a Florida rum. And I don't know how much it's aged, but it's clearly aged. No added color, sugars, or flavoring. So this is, and there's definitely some wood taste in there. Let me see. I wonder if they say anything. Copper Bottom Craft Distillery brings the craft of distilling back to its roots from rebel rum runners like Bill McCoy, called our city home to historic Three Chimneys, site of the oldest sugar plantation rum distillery in North America. Our brand reflects thriving operations, blah, blah, blah. No, it doesn't say shit about how they made it this color.
Well, I was just doing the vodka today because that's what Camelot said he was doing, but
I mean, I could do vodka.
I was looking over the smoke wagon or the 17-year wild turkey next to me and thinking,
I don't know if I'd do it with a whiskey. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
There's like too much flavor in a whiskey to do it, I think.
Yeah, and I don't feel like walking, so I'll probably just do the vodka.
Well, I'll do vodka too then. I got Alamo. I'll save the single barrel.
That doesn't sound very good.
Alamo vodka, it's actually pretty decent.
Oh, good. Okay. I just remember the Alamo.
No, Alamo. So Alamo sent me a couple bottles. They sent me this.
Then Alamo, it's very good.
Alamo Black Label that I put down. This is really good. Actually, it's not an expensive bottle. I think they run like $40 or something. This is a great bottle. Alamo Black, and then they sent me this other one. This triple barrel single batch bourbon with a sherry finish.
Wow.
I thought this was going to be better than the Black Label. I prefer the Black Label.
Huh.
But this was good. This is 52.5%. So what, 105 proof.
105 proof, yeah.
But this is good. The Black Label was better.
Wow.
But their
Alamo,
decent.
let me see how good it is. You should send me some too. I love you, Alamo. Forget what I just said. I think it sounds great.
They're good. I hope to get down to their distillery sometime when I'm in Texas, but my Texas time has not been as much as it used to be. Ever since both sets of grandparents died, because I used to go down to visit my grandparents all the time, but then now that they're both sets are completely gone, it's like I have some uncles down there that I like visiting, and have some like extended family that I like visiting, but it's like trying to get that in with getting my kids to see their grandparents and shit is a mess.
You ready for this, Nick?
Oh yeah.
Don't forget this. You ready for it real quick? This is the classic real quick that no one knows about. Well, I guess Nick knows about it. Most people in the chat know about it. But real quick before we do fight milk.
I'm cracking my eggs.
Oh my God. It's that time. You don't have to do this, Nick, if you don't want to, but you can.
Don't want to.
It's Neck and Snake tonight, boys. Neck and Law Pope. Get on it, doggone it. Make sure you like the stream. Thank you guys so much.
Every time I pour too much fucking milk.
All right, let me pop my bandana on, boys.
Look at my hat.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching, now melting to you.
Let's get ready, boys. Thanks for all the people that joined tonight. Gonna peel my shirt off. Let's do this shit tonight. Get the hell out of dog.
Yeah, nobody wants to see me do that.
Oh, I took my hat off. Burn, boys. Oh yeah. In my time, there been nobody else. Gotta get a little flex. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. Can you believe it, Jeff?
Jeff, you're way too clothed for this. You got to get more homoerotic with it.
Yeah, I still got to go to an office where you look respectable tomorrow. I gotta get down to 20 pounds, then we'll do it.
This is today.
This is today. This will be on Kiwi Farms, likely, like it always is. For some reason,
they hate it so much. It's
can you believe these guys take their shirt off?
Holy shit! Can you believe the degeneracy?
And they drink on camera.
No.
Oh yeah, Nick can do his like right titty. I've seen it before. There it is. There it is. There it is. Ashley, thank you for the blue boys. Appreciate you. Ashley with 3 of them bitches in a row. Get on it, doggone it. Next, after this, we got Fight Milk coming up. We're going to finish off Naked Snake Strong, which works for my beard now.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's all working really well. Get the hell on it. John Gordon, I appreciate you putting $2 in Camelot's G-string. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, my friend. Ashley, again over here.
Imagine him still wearing pants and underwear at this point.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's separating now.
Steve.
Oh, don't worry.
In a dream, snake eater. Amazing. It's like the 145th in a row, which is wild. It's wild, I tell you. Amazing. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, Jeff. Love you. Get the hell on it, doggone it, boys. It's time for some Fight Milk. Yeah.
Yep.
Here we go, boys. I'm going to pour mine. We're going to get ready to go.
We're ready.
All right, let me pour mine real quick because I was too busy getting naked, damn it. All right. Here we go. We got close to double Fight Milk today. We got pretty close.
One day I'll be on for a double Fight Milk and actually do it.
Yeah. One day. We've been getting close to it lately. But that final push, the final push is the hard one to get. We had who was it? It was Trent Westbrook dropped a $500 super chat tonight. That is crazy.
It's still up there. I see it.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's been up there the whole show. They take a long time to go.
Leave. It's not leaving.
I think it lasts 5 hours. I think you get an hour per hundo.
Yeah.
It's freaking wild, dude. Absolutely wild. How many Fight Milks did you do on your stream that one day, Jeff?
7.
God, how did you not throw up your guts, man?
Jeff,
I made promises, so I had to do it.
God, I would have died.
I think it might have helped that I mixed up the eggs so I didn't know I wasn't supposed to.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not really that bad when they're whole either. Like, it's fine, you know.
Yeah, you really don't notice them.
Yeah.
It's all a lie to make you think that it's a Jewish conspiracy, and I can say that.
Like I said, I thought it was gonna be eggnog. It certainly is not.
Nope.
God, it's like cum on my fingies. It's gross. All right.
Thanks.
Ready?
That makes it taste so much better.
Yeah.
When you put it that way.
It's a little slippery going down, but
it's slippery. Oh my God. All right. Texture. I catch them in my mouth when I try to Fight Milk at home. Yeah, well, it's just like a little solid little slippery bitch. It's not anything crazy. You know, and I got a big ass mouth, man. It just floops right in. I got no issue. All right, and final ingredient for me is going to be
boys.
Watermelon vodka is what I'm using today.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, that's gross, man.
Dude.
That is wrong.
What do you want, boy? I have raw eggs. You don't even like raw eggs. My damn husky just comes in here.
I thought you were talking to the bottle. I was like, that's kind of weird.
I did too. I was like, well, maybe he's been pre-drinking.
What's wrong with you, boy?
It smells like watermelon too. It's like
that's not selling this.
Watermelon milk. That sounds delish. Ugh.
You can marry Lizzo with that kind of drink.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, put a real amount of vodka in there. What the hell was that?
Is that not enough?
That was a splash.
It's supposed to be 3 ounces technically.
Yeah.
Let's give a little more for Jeff since he's shitting on me.
Have you ever seen that meme of the chick making the mixed drink and she's like, add 3 ounces of bourbon and fills a whole fucking glass with it?
And then it shows Leahy from Trailer Park Boys falling off the board. Yeah, dude. All right, boys. At least it's not banana whiskey.
Oh, that was so gross, man.
God, dude. Oh my Jesus. Thank you, Ashley. Real quick, let me go over the locals donos. There's about 8 of them. Real quick. Ghost Meteor, I love you, $25. Ashley, I love you, $10 there. Ghost Meteor as well. Ashley says I like giving locals better. I read a few of these earlier, so going quick through them. Ashley with a picture of her pussy. It's a very furry little kitty. It's beautiful. Fire PA says, please take some shekels. Tell Vices he should review Internet Historian's videos on the Costa Condorian disaster sometime. $5.
Already did it.
Already did it. Well, goddamn. Daniel,
Look at the playlist. God damn it! Before you.
It's like when people are like, Camelot, you should do a video on Target. I'm like, God, I've done 18. Daniel Oates says, Happy Easter Eve. Thank you. Ghost Meteor says, is the mob surrounding vehicle an argument for self-defense? Yes. Ashley said $6 in a row because of the stripper tip for Nick's little dance he's doing. $1 every time he does it. Damn it. Well, Nick should have been that the whole stream. The one you're like this. Yeah. Shit, I didn't even know that.
Time.
Stripper money, titties, snaking and naked. Thank you, dude in the wall. I appreciate you over on Rumble. The rant's been wild. All right. Been wild as hell. Here we go. It's time for 5 mil, boys. Hope you guys are ready for this shit. Because it's time. Got about a
see if I
minute.
can fucking chug it.
One day you'll be able to chug.
I'm working on it. I'm just not good at chugging anything.
Got about 30 seconds before we down it. You know when the cue is, Nick. Here we go.
Cue is whenever you start drinking.
That's true. Yep. Yeah. We already hit the 1,000 like goal. All right, we're going to do the stretch goal for 1,100. There you go. We have had about 1,600 people in here the whole night. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are goated. Make sure you follow these gentlemen on locals, specifically me, but yes, also them. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Get the hell on it. Here we go.
Smell the vodka fumes.
Woo, mine just smells like watermelon.
Starting to curdle.
Oh, God. Woo, here we go. Good luck to all. Bell Shell, love you. Get the hell on it. Doggone it. It's Spot Milk with the boys. Get on it, doggone it.
What took you guys so long?
God damn it. Almost. Oh, what was his name?
Just don't get it in my eye.
Camelot, you got some on your chest.
The watermelon was bad.
I know.
Why the fuck would you think that would be anything other than intolerably disgusting?
Oh, God. It's just vodka, but with like a hint of watermelon. God. It's vodka that smells like watermelon, basically.
The seizures mean it's working. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. That was brutal, boys. Oof. Need some ibuprofen after that bullshit. Real quick, we had a chat after the milk. Whenever REKIETA and Camelot does Naked Snake, I always have an image in my head of Captain America before and after.
It's true. It's true.
Oh my God, that's fucked up because like he's literally like a 9-year-old. They literally photoshopped Chris's head or Chris Evans' face on a 9-year-old kid's body.
That's okay. I can take it. I can.
Thank you.
And that'll just be Fat Thor next time.
I am not the comment section's image of me. I am not the comment section's image of me.
Well, wearing your AC/DC hat doesn't help either, though.
Oh
Nick.
my God.
You put a little beanie on it and be like, yeah. Anyway.
All right. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, of course, Jeff chugged it. Jeff has a lot of experience. I've lost 3 times. It was Jeff, Quarter Black, and Disparu all beat me in the chugging contest.
Yeah, I just guess I wasn't gay enough in college to be good at sucking things down my throat that hard.
I never went to college. I just did it. I just learned it through the trailer park. That's what I did. Let's see if I can hold on real quick, guys. Yellow flash.
Now it's like scrambled eggs in the stomach. It's all starting to coagulate and
Why does Yellow
congeal.
Flash
And
have
it
his-
feels great.
Why does Yellow Flash have his raid direct privileges not on? It's so silly. It's so damn silly.
Private person.
Dude, that's what I hate about this drink though. is like you mentioned the egg scrambling up in your stomach. It's fine, but my body tells me I should want to throw up.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's like you don't. There's nothing going on, but you're like, God, it just that was gross. So I should.
It feels like you have vodka and raw eggs in your stomach.
Yeah, it's against God's plan.
Yeah, it always makes me really sick to my stomach, and it used to not, and it gives me a weird headache now too. When it used to not.
It doesn't ever do that for me, but
wow.
I mean, I guess that sucks for you.
Yeah,
because we drink more than two ounces of whiskey a week.
Yes. What do you want to shill, Mr. Jeff? Legal Vices?
Just myself. I'm a whore. Come and pay money to see me do my thing. That's it. Legal Vices. That's the channel. We got our Maritime Monday that we're going to be doing tomorrow, my time, because it's Sunday afternoon here. Don't know what we're going to do yet. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're doing some other shit. Every Thursday, we do an O.J. Simpson retrospective where you actually get to see what good defense lawyers look like as they work their craft. Barry Sheck, F. Lee Bailey, things like that. And then Friday, we just do our chill stream.
Hell yeah. Which I conveniently forgot about.
Yeah, you forgot about a Friday stream yesterday. Yeah, convenient.
Dude, I was about to go on Nick's show. I think I was like 20 minutes before Nick's show, and I was like, I ate some food and I was getting ready, mentally ready. You know how it is. And I opened my YouTube and I'm sitting at my computer and I see Legal Vices streaming. And I'm like,
well, you know who else from Nick's shows managed to make it to my stream yesterday? Nick.
Yeah.
Nick from Nick's own stream managed to make it, but you couldn't.
Yeah, I clicked on it.
I called him a cunt for you.
Yeah, I clicked on it and I was like, man, I'm a bad friend. I don't know why it fucking.
But that was so weird that Natalie Wisco was the first time she was on stream with you. And for some reason, I just thought she'd been on your. It's weird. That was kind of wild.
No, and I've talked to her ever since Rittenhouse ended. I've been, we DM from time to time, just kind of catch up on things, and she's always been super nice and super kind. And there are people who are trying to make drama because she went on, I think, Legal Bites' show for the interview or whatever, and they're like, oh, blah blah blah, and I was like, guys, it's cool. Natalie and I, we're all good. She's super nice. Nothing thought of it ever. But then it was so I didn't want to pressure her into coming on the show because she had she said it on your show, but she kind of talked to me about why she was a little hesitant to pop on and why she picked to kind of do one show at the time. And so then after that, I just never wanted to bother her or thought to bring her on or anything. But now it seems like things might be in a little bit better place, and if I could get her on in the future, absolutely would love to talk to her because she's fucking awesome.
Oh, she's hilarious too.
Real quick, before you read that, Mandy in my chat said Jeff didn't take his shirt off, so neither did I. Blame Jeff.
Well, I didn't take mine off because you didn't take yours off.
That's how it works.
No, it's not how it works.
That's how it works for me. I got to see the titties before I show the titties.
Texas Red says
titties must be special.
A bunch of people on Twitter are upset about
bigger.
There being a lack of diversity in black people in the new Super Mario movie.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. It's taking every fiber of my being to respond by saying Donkey Kong. Oh
shit.
Oh, geez. Anyways, thank you, Texas Red. I appreciate you. As per custom on my shows, I like to raid small creators. Now, before I say that, I do need to give you guys an update. Monday on the CAMELCAST, I have Gothics coming on for the CAMELCAST.
Oh, yeah.
So she's awesome. Wednesday, I have Brittany, Brittany. Chrissy Mayer is coming on Wednesday. I almost said Brittany Venti. She'll never come on my show. Chrissy Mayer is coming on Wednesday, and then I have two more scheduled that it's not announced yet. But the Saturday after that will be Good Logic, so it's gonna be fun. Before we do that, I like to raid extremely small creators that are under 1,000 subs, and I do it once in a while. So tonight we're going to redirect to a man named Derekuda. I think Nick's met him in real life. He's a really good dude. He's a beautiful,
nice dude,
fun ass dude. He's playing some Pokemon. So I want you guys to stay in this raid. Go give him a sub. Give him some love in the chat. Make his night special. And I will see you guys Monday with Gothics. So thanks so much to my boy Nick REKIETA, who on very short notice always comes on my shows. I love this man. He does way too much for me that I don't deserve. And it's, of course, Jeff as well, Legal Vices, the GOAT himself. I appreciate you, dude. Can't wait to see you in October. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh,
hell
and
yeah.
I'll see you in August as well. Get the hell on it, doggone it. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys over on Derek Hootis stream. Hell to the yeah, boys. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much. Say bye, Nick and Jeff.
Bye, Nick and Jeff.
Peace. Peace.